everybody. I know it's been a little while. Things have continued to get wacky around here. So, it rained here, so the roofers aren't here, but the roofers are still going to be working here for a while, rebuilding all the roofs. They just rebuilt the roof on the building across the lawn from us, so this will probably still be a while. But I'm doing my best to work around that. We're still having issues with the plumbing in the kitchen. The HVAC people actually came in to swap out parts for our air conditioning, except I don't know why they did that because the central air doesn't exist in this unit. It's a whole thing. It's an old building. They're trying to change a lot so they can price us out. They also had an open house recently where they were selling units like mine that they didn't really do much to for way more than what we're paying in rent. So in the coming months, Chris and I will probably have to move because our lease will be coming up due soon. So it's been utter chaos, but still trying to come on here and go live and hang out with you guys to forget the stresses of life. I've also started working on a new writing project, which I spent most of yesterday doing, but I need a break from that because it's been very emotional. And I have some time today, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go hang out with everyone on Twitch. We started Silver Snow the other day, and we are in the chapter right now where we're preparing to go fight Lord Lonato. This is the last free day before, I believe, we fight Lonato. I did a little grinding, but not a whole lot. I left one activity point to give us a warm-up fight. And yeah, we're gonna get warmed up and go fight Lord Lonato. Then, of course, I mentioned before, I'm switching up the party. I'm only keeping 2 of the Black Eagles officially in my party, and that's going to be Petra and Dorothea. Right now, I still have Ferdinand in. I have a couple of placeholders because I'm planning to have a finishing party of Seteth, who we're romancing this time. Flane. We were debating between Felix and Shamir, but I think I'm going to stick with Shamir. Right now, I've got Felix in. And then we've got the Ashe and Wolves because they don't really have a feature outside of the DLC. And yeah. Dorothea and Petra. So anyway, I'm just yapping away here. Let's go ahead and get in our warm-up fight here. Oh yeah, I've got Lysithea hanging out with us right now too until I have all of my desired party members. You know what? This is fine.
Stay focused.
Oh. I gave her silver bows and she can't use bows right now.
Sure thing.
You know who can use bows? Yuri.
Out of my way.
Oh, B+. Nice job. It's like, yep, I can use bows and I'll even level up.
I'll go.
Sally forth!
Well, more like rally forth.
I will get the victory.
Ooh, yes, Petra.
Yep. That's my cue.
Of course, I am playing on a new game plus, so I did kind of beef up some of my characters here. And we'll be doing that throughout here. Right now, I'm kind of holding on to some of my renown.
I got it all down. Leave it to me.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
Yes, yes, you are. Noble to whom we shall all aspire. My lips just get hella dry, guys. I am so sorry. It's probably not the most appealing thing to watch. Hang in there, Yuri Bird. Oh man, he only needs 2 more experience points. Oh yeah, I've got Constance in the thief class right now because I'm working her towards being
I shall rise.
Mortal
but
Savant,
your
but
day
I'm
is
also
past.
considering having her work on Trickster, which requires the thief certification. Because I'm doing a couple of things differently different. But something similarly similar. Also, I'm trying to get S+ riding for the Professor this time around. The only thing I don't have S+ in the save file that I could possibly give her are riding and armor, but I'm not going to worry about armor right now. But I'm going to work towards her riding once I have the renown to build that up to where we left off.
Should I have held back?
One of my other save files that I built this on. Let's see. What to do, what to do.
Acknowledge my contribution.
1. They couldn't give Constance 1 more experience point. What in the bogus crap is that, guys? I'll have him go ahead. There are plenty of people over here who can deal with that guy. I need to heal Yuri.
Face it, I'm better than you.
There we go. Those were the 2 experience points I needed.
Now that feels good.
Ooh. Nicely done, Yuri. Gotta give him that 1-2 knockout punch.
Strong enough?
Fuck yeah, Balthus!
Even stronger than I look, yeah?
That's pretty strong, mister. I have like an 8-pack. Let's see. Oh, she could use Psychic, huh? She'd also attack, but we did say we needed to heal Yuri, so we're gonna heal Yuri.
Growth is a part of life.
Not bad. Let's see. Whack 'em good.
Didn't you hear? I'm dangerous.
Making her a Dark Knight this playthrough.
Could have been better, could have been worse.
Let's see. 14, 13, 13. Figuring out who I want to put on this experience spot. Oh, well, she was close enough to the next level. Lysithea, I guess, was the natural
Don't
choice.
have time for failure.
Heal her for a couple HP, or we could use Ward.
That helps.
His goal is to become a Holy Knight this time, so we gotta make sure he has some faith magic. Good job, Petra. Oh, wow. Whopping 1 damage.
You fought well.
Ooh, good job, Marianne.
Is this power really mine?
Yes, yes it is, girl. Savor it.
Yeah!
Good job, Lysithea. What am I doing with Lysithea this time around? Lysithea, just making her a Grummery. So some people are staying to their natural classes, but some people are kind of moving around a little bit. Okay. First of all, allow me to demonstrate.
That is that.
Okay. Now over here, what have we got going on? this guy.
Why am I even here?
And this guy. What am I doing with Petra?
Flame spirit, protect me.
Valkyrie, huh?
I am greater now.
Okay, now, all y'all. Good job, Yuri.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby at all. Okay. Got Balthi. Oh, whoa. Even though it feels unnecessary, it's good experience to go ahead and ward
Thanks,
Balthus.
Belle.
Oh, I guess it was worth it to level Ferdinand, so there we go.
Greatness awaits me.
Yeah, it does. Sure, why not?
Thank you.
I guess I could have had her heal Felix. He needed it more. And she can't quite reach him. Now I don't know if I taught her any... Well, I did teach her some white magic because I see them lighting up green over there. Oh, I guess I taught her some too. Perfect. And then we have Constance von Unveils.
I owe ya.
Let me show you how to actually
Each
swing the
battle,
sword,
a
bitch.
chance to grow.
Adorable.
I love Yuri. He's the best. He's literally the best. Ooh, Marianne might level up when I knock out that other... Well, when I kill that other mage. Knockout. What is this, Pokemon?
Should I have held back?
Ooh, did they both level? Nice.
I'm not setting a very good example.
Oh well. Oh, it's okay, Marianne. You're awesome. Don't let anyone ever, like, tell you you're not. Okay, so if I leave that guy for Balthus, Yuri can go over here. Work on these guys.
Don't forget who you're dealing with.
Okay, then we'll bring Balthus over here.
Ready to bleed?
Fuck yeah! Balthus, you are the crit lord right now.
Fresh out of luck.
Yeah, they are. We're not, but they are.
Stronger the better.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
Thanks, Belle.
Just a chain of buffs. Oh, hi, Pepper. Hello. Happy decided to just springboard off the arm of my chair onto the desk. It was kind of cute.
Thanks.
Ooh, I'm actually doing Dorothea Yuri as a romance. I just realized that. You guys can just kind of chill here. I think they got this on lock over here. Goodbye.
Face it, I'm better than you.
Yeah, you are.
Luck is on my side.
Mm-hmm. It's alright, Yuri. You'll be fine. You got this, Constance. Alright, finally got that one experience point she was owed.
There's no masking my splendor.
You are splendiferous indeed. Okay, so you speaking of your splendor, why don't you go ahead and finish this guy off?
Do you see where you went wrong?
Okay, so... 1 and 2, and down you go.
It's good to be king.
Let's see, Dorothea can heal Yuri real quick before he takes this guy out. Who's your boyfriend,
I
Dorothea?
appreciate it.
Ooh, you know what? Excuse me.
Not too shabby.
And that was the warm-up, everyone. Battle at Lake Tutates. Was there any question that Yuri was the MVP of that fight? I don't think there was. I think we all knew that. Ow. Stiff from sitting at my desk for the last few days. Moral of the story, get up and move around, kids. Don't be like Elsa. Don't be stiff and need to constantly move around and stretch at your desk. Get up and stretch, and then you won't have to worry about these sorts of problems. Got people who can search. Let's start with Cleo. We want to work on riding, so let's go ahead and make her a Valkyrie, since she qualifies for that. Perf.
A new path to tread.
Then it feels weird to not level these two, but we're siding with the church, so I can't do anything to help them out. Okay, Ferdinand, I am trying to make you a holy knight, but... we'll try. You might fail, you might succeed, we'll give it a try. Ooh, Ferdinand, yes, king. The noble standard.
A true noble never fails.
There you go, that's the attitude. Linhardt, Caspar, Dorothea, nope. Petra, I think you're fine where you're at. Felix. I guess I could class you guys up. I had you hanging out as adjutants with me. What am I doing with it? Am I making her a war monk? And even Nanny. I am making her a war cleric.
It's all thanks to hard work.
That it is, girly. Ingrid, what am I doing with Ingrid? Ingy. Making her a Falco Knight. So maybe Soldier would be a good choice for her.
I must continue to work hard.
You're good. Marianne, my beautiful. I believe I'm just making her a Grammary, right? Am I making her a Grammary? Marianne. Where are you on my list? Dark Flyer, okay. That works too. Either way, making her a priest right now works just fine.
I actually passed?
Yeah, you did. Have more faith in yourself, girl. Okay, Yuri. Good where you're at. Balthus. Actually, you're fine where you're at. Constance. I don't think you have to master the thief thing to become one of these, right? And my ultimate goal for her is Mortal Savant, so... I would love to have use of her magic back, so we are going to class her into a mage. I think she just has to have this certification if I want to put her in Trickster class. And she did pass that. We had her in it. But let's be so for real.
I passed! As I knew I would, of course.
Alright, Constance is good. Ooh, I am trying to make her a Dark Knight, so I do need to work on her riding. That will take her magic away. let's see how she does. Worst case scenario, I can class her back into a magic class. But for now, let's see how she does as a cavalier. That did just give me a fuck ton of mounted units, because I also made Ferdy a mounted unit. And the professor, but that's fine.
Easy peasy.
It'll be fine. Okay. I don't know why it's still showing me that. It's fine. Alright, let's look at our supports. Ferdinand wants to talk to Dorothea and Petra and Constance. And I am marrying him to Mercedes though, right? That's why they're so high, right? Yes, I am. Okay. Well, let's talk to some of your lady friends here.
Life is a series of peaks and valleys. Our union is, to my mind, the highest of peaks.
Spoken like one who's never known the lowest of valleys.
Ouch.
Think, we were once a pair of blooms, flourishing side by side in the upper echelons of Enbar society. Despite our differing aspirations, I think together we could have taken the mantle of leading the Empire.
Tread carefully, Ferdinand.
Some part of me clung to hope that you might emerge from the wreckage. I am glad you have.
Oh, Constance.
I know that was a difficult time for you.
Oh, so you surmised that the single most humiliating event of my life was difficult, did you? It is becoming clear to me that this conversation is a waste of my time.
Oh dear.
Oh, that was rather brusque.
Well, pardon me if I seem unmannerly in the face of a reminder of all I have lost.
I mean,
My
fair.
family, my home, my friends, my people, everything. I am all that remains.
I did not intend to offend you, Constance.
Oh.
Then what did you intend? How like the noblest of nobles to be unaware of the suffering one causes.
Jeez.
You can't grasp what it is to be a newly minted peasant, can you?
That is simply not true. I care about you, and I was attempting to offer some words of comfort.
Enough. I need more than words. More than you have offered to provide. Though I am without status now, my spirit is no less noble.
That's right,
It will
Constance.
not do for you to condescend to me in my houseless state.
You have my sincerest apologies. That was a grave misstep. I did not mean to come across as condescending. I was merely being careless with my words. As you say, I have never experienced loss at such a staggering magnitude. I cannot imagine the pain you have endured.
Indeed, you cannot. I advise against trying. The more you harp on it, the more irritated with you I become. Never shall a day pass that I don't work toward restoring my house and reclaiming my title. You, on the other hand, seem content to remind me that it is lost. Thank you, but I had not forgotten.
Oh.
Constance, please.
I see no trace of the boy who made waves with me at balls and embodied the finest in the nobility. This newfound arrogance of yours is a discredit to House Eyre.
I mean, have you met his dad? His dad's kind of a piece of shit. Ferdinand's actually a breath of fresh air compared to Dugire. Alright. Let's chit the chat with Dorothea now.
Ah, Dorothea. The dining hall seems so much brighter with you here.
Ferdy, I must say you are quite adept with flattery. Please, give me some more.
Flattery? No, I was not... There you go with that attitude again. Why do you reserve such cold treatment for me and me alone? Do you hate me, Dorothea? Or have you some other reason to avoid my company?
I underestimated you. I assumed your noble upbringing had dulled your perception.
Ouch.
But you got it right on your first try. I hate you.
Huh, I was right. Might I ask why you find me so despicable? I can scarcely guess.
Don't waste another minute thinking about it.
Just like, you might hurt
That
yourself
will not do.
if you think about
I
it.
do not think you would hate a person for no reason.
Perhaps. How's this? If you can guess why, I'll let you know if you're right. The brains of us common folk are so simple, it should be pretty easy for a big shot noble to sort out.
Wow.
Very well. I cannot walk away from a challenge. I have no choice but to chance a guess. You are always making fun, calling me a big shot and so forth. Perhaps you think all nobles are... No, it cannot be that simple.
Oh? What can't be that simple?
Please, will you not give me a clue?
Well, let me see. A good clue... I know. It's because you're like a bee. That ought to be enough of a clue. So long, Ferdy.
A bee? I haven't the slightest. Perhaps because I am such a diligent
Yes,
worker?
that's exactly it. Nailed it. She only likes lazy people. Nailed it. Alright, and then Petra, and that's everyone for him right now, right? Yes.
Ferdinand? Our professor is wanting to see you.
Me?
He has much concentration right now. I will wait for him to be finished reading.
You might be here a while, Petra.
Diplomacy has an effect upon weapons development. Yes, that makes sense. Oh, Petra! How long have you been there?
A short time.
5 hours.
You were devoting all of your attention to that book.
Forgive me, I was fully absorbed in my reading. I see you have been reading as well. Anything interesting?
I am studying the history of Fodlan.
A history book. What a keen student you are. And it's about House Hresfelg. Certainly a stimulating topic.
I am wishing to learn all about Fodlan. What is the book you are reading?
Oh, this? This relates to a little hobby of mine. The regional history of weapons development in Fodlan. Militaries have to adapt their weapons according to terrain and climate. And they have to keep up with technologies in other regions. It's very interesting.
Kind of is.
Yes, it is interesting. I see why you would be enjoying that kind of reading.
Oh, does that excite your curiosity too? Perhaps you would care to read more about it then. This is just one of 18 volumes.
only
and
nearly
our
20
library has the
volumes.
entire collection.
I give you my gratitude. Research of weapons could be a good reference for me. Oh, please take my apologies. I was meaning to tell you that our professor is wanting to see you.
Oh, it is not like you to forget something. I suppose I ought to be going then.
Hi, Cecil. Cecil's thinking about
Yes,
coming to say
it is
hi.
a rarity that I forget something. But it is not impossible.
I love you, Petra. You're so cute. You wanna come up and say hi, Cecil? No? Okay. Alright, Lindy wants to talk with Hapi. And Hapi's actually who I'm pairing him with. That's perfect. Hi, Cecil.
That was some good sleep. How nice it is to enjoy the sunrise all by
You're trying to
night.
pick up Cecil.
Good, you're finally awake.
Cecil, no. Don't. Okay.
Who's that? Oh no, I'm falling. Oh no, I'm emoting. Calm.
Wait, no!
Cecil.
That hurt.
You're telling me. Do you normally start your day by startling people out of trees?
Hi guys, my
Not
name
normally,
is Cecil,
no.
and I am
Sorry,
Mama's
but I
little
couldn't
Prince
wait.
Charming.
Couldn't wait. It's so early. Ah! You must have stayed up all night.
Huh, I suppose I did. How unusual. That's what happens when you get carried away with research.
The cat is
Then I
trying to
remembered
flirt with
what we
me.
talked
It's
about,
like, Mom, you
so
don't
I've
have
been
to sit
waiting
on the
here for
internet
you
and
to
talk
wake
to
up.
people.
Well, here I am, wide awake. How can I help you?
I found an interesting document about Saint Timotheus. There are some fascinating things down in that place you and your buddies call home.
Timotheus? That's...
The saint whose major crest you bear. His bloodline was
Hey, baby
believed to
boy.
have died out 1,000 years ago. It's theorized that your crest and the crest of Lamine have similar powers. Oh, Lamine was one of the 10 elites. Here's the best part. Turns out this Timotheus guy had the power to summon beasts.
I'm listening.
Take a look at this passage. The writing's kind of antiquated, but at least it's legible.
Saint
Really,
Timotheus could converse fluently with birds and land-born beasts, and he considered these creatures his friends. He sometimes rode over hills atop an obliging deer, or called wolves to encircle him in battle. His sigh, inflected with the power of the Nightbringer's star, was immensely sonorous.
Nice recitation. So, there you go.
That's just how people from my village write.
Is that so? Huh. Anyway, this obviously reminded me of you and your situation. You clearly have this same astral power, but to an excessive degree. And for some reason, it only manifests for you when you sigh.
Does that mean you can fix it?
Oh goodness, no. Or I should say, it's unlikely. There's next to no documentation about this stuff. And I don't know nearly enough about the other crests either. And Timotheus, again, nothing to go on. It's near impossible to unravel, so don't get your hopes up.
But he's gonna try.
You know me. I'm good at keeping my expectations nice and low.
Oh, Happy. I just want to hug you. My poor sweet Happy. Alright, Dorothea wants to talk to Petra, her beloved Yuri, Ingrid, and Felix. Well, we'll save Yuri for last. We'll start at the top with Petra.
Petra, how are you doing? Getting used to life here?
I am settled. Everyone shows great kindness.
I'm glad to hear it. I was so surprised when you first arrived. A princess all the way from Brigid.
You have my gratitude. But please do not call me princess. You are making my cheeks blush.
Aww.
There's nothing to blush about. You're every little girl's dream of what a princess should be. Anyhow, I suppose it's been a long time since you've been back to Brigid, hasn't it? I hope you aren't homesick. Maybe we can cook one of your favorite dishes from back home.
Oh, Dorothea.
I do wish for that. But there is no possibility. The ingredients are not found here.
I suppose you're right. That's probably why they don't cook the food of Brigid in the dining hall. I'm sorry. I just got to thinking about how hard it must be to live somewhere so far away from home and... No, it can't be impossible. I'll fix you a real meal of Brigid.
Aw.
I'll just find a recipe and similar ingredients.
Wait, Dorothea. It is the thinking that counts. But your cooking is... what is the word? Horrendous.
Yikes.
That is what everyone is saying anyway.
Excuse me.
Horrendous? Nobody's cooking can be that bad.
The thinking is enough for me. You have my biggest gratitude.
Aw.
Fine, I'll do something instead of cooking for you. I just want to be sure that you feel at home here. How about a massage? That may help you loosen up.
I have no problems. My body is already able to relax.
Oh? Then perhaps I could sing you lullabies to help you sleep.
I'm not having sleeping trouble.
Just know that you never have to worry about putting me out.
They're so cute.
I like helping my friends. Well then, I must be going, but
Got
remember my
cat
offer.
on my face now.
Dorothea is filling my heart full.
Aw. It's been a while since I've done their pairing. Maybe on a different playthrough. Alright. A less warm note. Felix Fraldarius.
My goodness, I swear you're always training. Such a hard worker.
I startled my
So
cat.
strong.
I put my controller half down on the desk, half on my lip balm. It
Hello?
like fell forward and scared
Felix?
my cat. Calm down, everybody. Mom was just not paying attention.
You can hear me. That's good. I was worried maybe your ears didn't work.
Ouch.
What do you want?
Double ouch?
Oh, nothing. Nothing in particular, I mean. But now that I'm here, and now that you've asked, when you've finished up, do you think you'd like to join me in the dining hall for something sweet?
I'll pass. I don't like sweets. Also, you're a nuisance. Stay away from me.
That's not a very nice way to talk to a classmate. Anyway, you sound like you're shooing away a stray cat.
Shh, shut up.
I am not a stray cat, Felix, and I am not leaving until you take a moment to chat with me.
Jeez, Dorothea, get a hint.
Pest. Fine, do what you will.
Oh, you better believe I am going to keep doing exactly what I will. Maybe instead of a sweet treat, we can get something spicy. Would you like that? I've heard the dining hall is serving a dish with some Western spices in it. Does that sound good, Felix? Would you like something spicy instead of sweet?
Out of context
You're
drop.
distracting me. When I am hungry, I will eat. Alone. Stop squawking at me.
Well, since you asked so nicely, I'll leave you in peace. Goodbye, Felix.
Finally.
Jeez. Too funny. Hi, Yumi. Alright. Let's talk to Ingy.
Ingrid, do you have a moment? We're going to perform an opera in the cathedral. We are? Yes, it's a small one, but I need some volunteers. Let me tell you, Alois is very excited.
Oh, Alois.
He's already doing a ton of work for the show. I see. What's it about? Classic opera fare. A tragic love story. A princess who falls in love with a
Cat?
handsome commoner.
You trying to
But our princess,
come into my lap?
she carries the fate of her country on her shoulders. And no matter how in love she is, she can't just marry whoever she wants. Or can she?
Where'd you go?
That's quite a story.
You're behind me.
Sounds tragic and beautiful. Who will be playing the princess?
Me. I was a singer in an opera company, though I hope I'm not being too presumptuous
hi,
casting
Yumi.
myself. Even if you're not
She jumped
interested
on the
in
desk.
being part of the production, you will come to see it, won't you? I'm asking everyone to dress up properly. I want it to be a stylish and elegant night.
That does sound quite lovely. And I do want to go, but
Please, don't worry if you can't make it. I understand we're doing this on such short notice.
No, it's not that. I just, I struggle with the elegant part of things. I don't really do myself up in elegant clothing and makeup and such.
If fashion's your concern, lady, you're in luck.
Mm-hmm.
I am?
Have you met Dorothea?
If you don't dress for the occasion, no one will take you seriously. But don't worry about a thing. I'll happily work my magic on you. When it's time, I'll meet you in your room. We'll make you the most beautiful woman in the theater.
Aw.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Hi, Yumi Cat. Oh, hello. You trying to get into my lap? What are you doing? Hi. You gonna lay in my lap? Hi. Hello. My cat has decided to steal my lap. Alright. Let's flirt with Yuri some more.
Nice to see you, Yurikins. I was wondering if
Yurikins.
you might do me a favor.
You're looking a bit serious, Ladybird. Oh, your foot. What happened?
It's healing nicely, but I'm not supposed to put too much weight on it.
Ah, so that's why you've called me here. What do you need? Help with errands?
Not an errand, an opera.
Of course.
I see.
There's been some loose plans for a performance. Nothing professional, strictly volunteer.
The same one you were talking to
I
Ingrid
signed up to
about?
take part as one of the main roles. And then this happened. The professor told me I should bow out just to be on the safe side.
Aw.
Makes sense to stay off your feet while you heal. Meanwhile, you want me to fill your role, right?
Got it in one. I'm glad we're on the same page here.
Surely someone else is up to the task. Professor Manuela, for example.
Already tried. Trust me, I wouldn't ask unless I was desperate.
Oh, come
I know
on.
how
That's not
much you
true.
hate the idea.
Aside from hating it, I also wouldn't remotely sound like you do.
Oh, don't worry about that. Most of our audience won't be able to tell the difference. The crowd's going to be a bunch of down-on-their-luck children that the monastery's taken in. I'm only talking about a small festival in the plaza. We want to give them a good show, that's all.
Aw.
You have an idea of what they've been through. I thought you might want to pitch in.
Aw.
I hear your angle. Fine, yes.
He'll do it for
I'll
the
do
children. 'Cause
Good
he's
for
a
you.
sweetie.
I knew you'd rise to the occasion.
Because Yuri's
You
secretly
certainly
a
know how to
sweetie.
pull heartstrings to get your way, don't you? Where did you learn to do that anyway? The opera?
Could be. I've never known a songstress who wasn't both beautiful and resourceful. Now, are you ready to go over the libretto? You've got a lot of rehearsing to do before the performance. Seriously, though. Thanks, Yurikins.
Aw. Thanks, Yumi.
Yeah.
My cat's like, Mom, I just need all of your attention all of a sudden right now. Actually, she's been really cuddly with me all day. Alright, Frau Darius, who do you want to talk to? You want to talk to Lysithea? I want to talk to Ayumi.
Yum.
Secret sweets.
Ah, so delicious. I'm so content in this moment. Felix!
Lysithea, you look mortified.
How long have you been there? Were you watching me? You were, weren't you?
I was, yes.
For once, I thought I had some privacy.
Did you say something?
Of course not.
Huh? Nope. Didn't say anything at all. Here.
What's this for?
I'm buying your silence. With cake. Take it.
Not sure what to be silent about.
If people knew I was shoveling cake into my face by the fistful, they'd think me nothing more than a child.
Oh,
Adults eat
Lysithea.
cake.
It's
I'll
facts.
never understand. Just take this, will you?
No, I don't like sweets.
Does your refusal mean you'll be telling everyone about my cake shoveling ways?
My cake shoveling
Just don't like
ways.
sweets, that's all.
Nonsense. Nobody can resist something so delicious. Look, I'm giving you this cake whether you like it or not. Eat it,
Lysithea.
toss it, throw it at an unsuspecting victim. The choice is yours.
Lysithea.
Just please don't mention this to anyone.
What was her problem? And what am I supposed to do with this cake?
Oh my lord, so cute. Alright, Annie Banani, who do you want to talk to? You want to talk to Lysithea. Lysithea is popular right
Hi,
now.
Lysithea. When are you gonna teach me magic? Is now good?
Why do I have to?
Why? Because you're way better at it than me, silly.
Is that so? I thought you were something of an honor student at the School of Sorcery.
Well, sure, but I wouldn't say I've got any kind of natural talent for it. I'm gonna have to try very hard to become as good of a mage as you are.
What is that supposed to mean? Are you implying that I don't work hard too? If you think my skills are inherent, you are sorely mistaken.
No, I wasn't saying that at all. Everyone knows how hard you work. I just meant that if I want to be as good as you, I'll have to work really incredibly hard.
And what is it you want to learn about?
Oh, so you'll teach me? Thank you so much. Actually...
Their friendship is adorable.
Oh, I get it now. I never thought about it that way before.
Look at how quickly you're picking this up. You're clearly very skilled already.
Don't be silly. You're just that good of a teacher. Your way of looking at the world is so fundamentally different from mine.
Do you insist on taking the conversation in that direction?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I wasn't doing that. There I go, saying the wrong thing again.
It's fine. Let's just drop it. A bit more self-confidence would go a long way for you, Annette.
Aw.
Huh?
That's all I've got for you today. I need to get going now. Lots to do.
Oh, I'm so sorry to take up your time. Thanks again for teaching me.
Aw. Alright, Yumi, I need to borrow my hand for a second. Let's see. Lorenz also wants to talk to Lysithea. Everyone wants to talk to Lysithea. Oh, bye, Yumi cat.
It didn't work. Odd. My logic was sound. Or so I thought.
Ah, Lysithea. I've just happened upon some lovely tea leaves. Would you care to join me for a cup?
Nope. Busy.
While I admire your dedication to research, you simply must take breaks now and again for the sake of your health.
I am perfectly capable of knowing when to stop. I'm no child, I'll have you know.
Come now, take just a brief respite. Look, I've even brought snacks to go with the tea.
Ooh, that actually looks pretty tasty. All right, Alright, fine.
Bought her attention with
Well,
sweets.
what do you think? These are made especially for my house. I've loved them since I was a boy.
Oh, jeez. Wow. Actually, this is delicious. You have excellent taste, Lorenz.
Have as much as you'd like. For the sake of our friendship, I consider it well worth the investment.
What a
I'd
douche.
like to know more about you, Lysithea. Where did you learn such a command of magic? When you were a child, what kind of...
Come on. Can't we just enjoy the snacks? I loathe talking about myself.
Openness is a prerequisite to successful diplomacy. You'll learn that when you take your first real steps into high society.
Jeez.
Can you stop with the kid treatment? I mean, really? Is age the only thing you consider when engaging with others?
But there's nothing the matter with being
No,
young.
he considers whether or not
There is
they're
a role to be
noble or
played
common
at
as
every
well.
stage in life. That is how we learn and grow.
Are you even listening? Ugh, it's like you can't even help yourself but to continue treating me like a child.
I absolutely recognize your raw ability. You possess quite a rare gift for magic. I hope we can find a way for you to use that gift to help as many people as we can. Surely you can agree to that at least.
You really are relentless. I'll spell this out for you once more. I don't care.
You're headstrong, just like me.
Oh
That
my
very
god.
quality will ensure
Stop.
a better future for
Lorenz,
Ferdinand.
just shut
I,
up.
sir, am nothing like you. You're bullheaded and boorish, and utterly fixated on the future. All you care about is what's to come. Sure, it's all well and good to be thinking about such lofty things. However, for me, the future's a very long ways off. Better to focus on the present, on the here and now. Thanks for the tea.
Thanks for the tea never sounded so much
Lysithea?
like fuck you. Oh, Lorenz. I love you, but sometimes you're kind of a douche. Who else wants to talk to Lysithea? Oh, Balthus.
Training was exhausting today. Need some quick energy. Aha! Perfect time for my favorite candy. I won't make it back to my room without this sweet, sweet energy. And no one's around.
The sweet, sweet energy.
Looky here. It's the little lady of House Ordelia. Just back from training, yeah? You're unstoppable. Not feeling chatty, I see. Something to do with those puffy cheeks? Got a cavity brewing or what?
I definitely don't.
So bad you can't even speak properly, poor thing. It's okay, I know a guy. He'll have that rotten tooth out in no
Oh,
time.
Baldy.
No need.
Yep, best in the business. Uses special tools and everything. Door and a string or some such.
Special tools, a door in the string.
No, thank you.
Oh, you just had food in your mouth. You could have told me that a lot sooner, you know.
Well, you wouldn't stop talking.
Wow, placing the blame on me? What a piece of work. But, hey, don't tell anyone.
That you were walking around with acorn-stuffed cheeks like some kind of overzealous squirrel?
It wasn't acorns, it was candy.
Even still, I don't plan on telling anyone a hungry girl ate some food. Not much of a story, really.
You don't get it. If people think I'm gnawing on candy, they'll think I'm nothing more than a child.
That a fact? I'd say it's downright prudent to fortify yourself any chance you get. Mature, even.
Wait, what?
You got her attention.
Nothing is certain in life, not even your next meal. You never know when you'll be taken into custody and have to go without food and drink for a while.
Just what kind of a world do you inhabit, mister?
The real world.
The
My
real
life is a
world.
collection of getting into trouble, getting caught, and getting free.
Jesus,
One
Balthus.
time I was actually rescued by your parents. Bet you didn't know that, huh?
They rescued you?
What were they thinking?
Too true.
Just
I
kidding.
owe them for that. I forgot I'm actually in a rush. I gotta run. Enjoy your secret candy, pal.
Mother and father rescued that guy? But when would that have happened?
You'll just have to find out by talking to Balthus some more or writing home to your parents. Okay, so now these guys all want to talk to each other, I assume.
This is boring. Mind if I sleep?
You know I won't care. Night watch or not, it's still just for training purposes. Though, you'd likely get in trouble if someone sees you catching Z's.
You wouldn't wake me if someone was here? Fine then, I won't sleep.
Your call.
So exciting.
You're being so quiet, Yuri Bird. Say something.
I don't always fill the void with my voice, you know. Sometimes it's pleasant to just enjoy the quiet and stargaze.
No thanks. Stargazing is a waste of time.
You
The
love
stars don't even
stargazing,
stay
though.
put all year. Those jerks.
See that one? That star is home to the goddess. Yeah. Watching over us from afar.
Oh, Yuri.
That's called the Blue Sea Star. But it doesn't look blue. At all, really. Wait, no, hang on. Maybe it wasn't that one. But that big one over there, that's it. Isn't it?
You don't know the first thing about stars, do you? No one ever taught you?
Never, no.
Well, the Blue Sea Star is really big. It stands out. Sometimes you can't see it at all. But other times, it's the brightest thing in the sky.
Interesting. So then, which star was I pointing out just now?
You might have to point it out again. Which constellation were you looking at?
Let's see, it looks a bit like a cat. No, that's not right. Maybe more like a fish? Or a fishing rod.
None of those things look remotely like each other, Yuri.
What? I'm serious. See, those stars there are forming a shape that looks very much like a fishing rod.
Okay, sorry. But that looks nothing like a fishing rod. Or a cat. I'm surprised you know so little about stars. I thought you knew everything.
What do you
Well,
think
you
I
know.
am? The goddess herself? There's plenty I don't know. But I'm always aiming to learn more. I'm uncomfortable not knowing things. So, come on then, Hapi. Teach me about the stars.
That'll be a pain for both of us.
Oh, you'll love it.
As painful as sitting here idling, it's not like you're going to sleep at this point. Clearly, you know quite a bit about them. Teach me.
Fine. Look up there. To the north.
Your other north.
Your other north. See that star? That's called the King's right hand.
All right. You're up, Balthus.
Scampered up to me, hopped in my lap, and scarfed it all down in one bite.
That sounds terrible.
I was looking forward to that sandwich all morning, and then she scurried off like nothing happened.
Awkward.
All right then. What do you feel like doing today?
Why'd you sigh like that?
Because you wanted to?
It's not a problem, is it? I could tell you were holding back a real monstrous sigh yourself. Figured I'd get one out for the both of us. Felt great.
Oh, I see. Must be nice, sighing whenever you feel so inclined.
Oh, why not try taking a deep breath whenever you feel a sigh coming on? Trick yourself out of it.
I tried that once. It went okay at first, but then I had to exhale.
Right. Guess they're too similar for that to work. Does that mean yawning is a no-go too?
I'm pretty bored right now, so maybe we'll find out.
Wow.
But I don't yawn very often, to be honest.
Because you sleep when the sun goes down and wake when it rises, yeah?
Yep, that's been my routine for a while now. It's easier than contending with a full day of boring stuff.
Come on, everything has its quirks. I don't think I'd call anything in this wild world boring.
Oh,
Really? Because you don't seem to take much interest in your own future.
That's not very nice, is it? We really aren't all that different, you know? I'd wager you haven't given too much thought to tomorrow either.
Quiet.
Don't pretend you can see through me. This pointless chatter has made me even hungrier than I already was. I'm off to the dining hall.
Just wanted the gal to relax for a change.
Well...
She's as prickly as ever.
Oh, Balthus. You goober. Alright. Talk to Constance. Run almost through all the supports. Hey, she found your food.
Hapi! What in the world has gotten into you? Hapi, it would be easier to understand you if your mouth was less stuffed. Kindly finish what you are eating and then say your piece.
My pleasure. Nothing better than fresh pastries. You sure you don't want one, Coco?
It's not about whether I want a bun or not. It's about your atrocious manners. Walking around with your arms and jaws stuffed full of unwrapped pastries?
Dang.
There are crumbs all over your lips, your clothes. You've left a trail of them behind you. Unacceptable.
Hey, I paid for
The
them.
horror.
I can eat them however I want. Sure you don't want a bite? If you don't have any, I'm just gonna eat them all. You have to try them fresh out of the oven if you want the full effect. Pretty soon they'll get cold. Oh, I'll explain in noble speak so you understand. They have a crisp, oven-browned exterior and a sophisticated, spongy sweetness lying within. Not interested? That's fine. More for me.
I was going to say, not so fast. Spare one for me, but only because you insisted.
Only because she
It
insisted.
would be rude of me to decline an offering made in good faith. One must mind one's manners.
You're really dragging this out. Here, I'll make it easy for you. Open up.
Here comes the airplane.
Not bad, right?
I could not, in good conscience, acknowledge this as anything but delicious.
Now you have crumbs all over you, too. Your form could use a little work. Next time, stuff the whole thing in your mouth at once. That's the proper way to eat a snack like this. If you ate this at some stuffy party, cutting it into sensible little bites, the experience would be ruined.
I see your point. There are more types of dining in this world than I was ready to allow for. You've won me over.
Good job,
Let's eat them
Hapi.
while we head to the cathedral and litter the ground with crumbs.
A capital idea. Wait, no. At the cathedral? You've lost me again, Hapi.
As she goes after her. Clearly, she did not lose her again. Okay, so that's Hapi. Now, Balthus wants to talk to these two.
The Myrmidon.
Ha! Suit yourself. My gut
I'm
says
doing
the odds are in
Balthus
favor of
today.
that mercenary. He's clearly a seasoned
Hey, are you sure?
Right when I open my big mouth, he goes and loses on me.
You're not good at betting, Balthus.
I win. Again. Had enough, Balthus?
Damn you, you've won every round. The fights are rigged. Admit it. It's the only explanation.
No?
Of course they aren't. It's not like we're playing for money. We wouldn't be so foolish now,
Would we?
You're the one who started this silly game anyway. So out with it. You lost. Spill the beans. It has to be juicy, though. Something that leaves you a bit vulnerable.
Ooh.
Why did I agree to these stakes? If this losing streak keeps up, you'll know an awful lot about me, pal.
That's his intention.
Let's see. Okay, got one. A few years back, I went toe-to-toe with a bird beast in some ancient ruins.
This one again? You obliterated the ruins, and the Lord who found out put a price on your head. You've told me 1,000 times before.
Give me something new.
Good story bears repeating, yeah? But it seems I'm all out of anecdotes. How about I take my shirt off and let you look your fill instead?
Ooh.
2 full minutes.
As if I'm interested in seeing your sweaty torso from the other people. If you're fresh out of stories, then I have a question for you. About your crest.
Hit me where it hurts, why don't you? Is this your idea of negotiation?
Well, you know.
Or perhaps I'm simply curious. Tell me, how did you come across such a rarity? To my knowledge, nobody within House Albrecht has your crest.
Why ask what you already know? You got your own rare crest, so I'm sure you figured it out. Unless you think the goddess gave us these things while we slept. Wait, do you?
Hey now, I'm the one winning the bets, so I'm the one asking the questions.
Got me there. Hey, look! The next round's starting. My luck's about to turn around. I can feel it.
Not just a big tuft of cat hair flying around.
No need to embarrass yourself further, friend.
Even if I'm terrible at this, I can't walk away during a losing streak. I have my own sort of honor.
All right, Balthus. Check out those two myrmidons.
The two who were eating together earlier. Huh. Who knew they were opponents?
I kinda figured. Thoughts?
That one's pretty beefy. Quick on his feet, too. Clearly a seasoned fighter. His opponent's okay, but a bit showy. Compensating for being newer at this would be my guess.
So, make your choice.
Thank you. First guy, no doubt about it.
Nah.
You can see from a mile away that
He's a little loose.
lost. Well, that was quick.
Not everything is as it appears. For example, were you and I to go at it, perhaps you'd bet in favor of yourself over me.
Oh boy.
And you'd lose. I'd use my cunning to ensure my victory, by any means necessary. Maybe I'd slip something into your food, level the playing field. You see now?
Yeah,
Point
I
taken.
do.
I'll keep that in mind for this next one. Gotta put that great advice to the test, right?
Of course.
Ever the bold one. It seems we must continue these games until you finally concede.
Oh my. How cute. Alright. Talk to your future girlfriend now.
What's with all the ruckus, I wonder? Wait, isn't that Constance?
This has nothing to do with you, so keep your nose out of it.
Yeah, none of your business. Unless you're his girlfriend, that is.
You ascribe too much to me, sirs. I haven't the qualities that Balthus seeks in a partner.
About that.
So prissy. You Balthus's lady or not?
Did you not understand what she said?
Please, softly. Such accusations are slander upon his good name. I have no place in the heart of one so freewheeling and glad. Were there a list of suitable partners? I should deem myself to be at the tail end of it.
If you're not his gal, then step off. We're trying to spread some juicy Balthus gossip over here.
What a
Nothing
bitch!
to him, so why ruin our fun?
Because you're being a little
Because what you
bitch.
say is unthinkable. If you attempt to spread lies that strain credulity so, it will be your own reputations that suffer.
That's facts,
Your
though.
reputations or your bones, should Balthus ever learn of this deception. A hairline break may heal, but the powder he makes of a man's skeleton is another matter.
Jesus,
And that's to say
Constance.
nothing of the jelly that will be left of your organs.
Ah!
Are you not concerned?
Do what? Oh, guess spreading lies is a bad idea. Good thing I'd never do such a thing.
Of course.
Right. This is all a big misunderstanding.
Of course it
Thanks for the
is.
heads up.
We're just gonna back away now. Have a nice day.
I've saved lives today. He didn't deserve the fury that he would unleash.
That's funny.
But then, few would. Is that not Balthus standing there?
Oh,
Hey,
Constance.
why'd you say all that scary stuff about me? Don't tell people things like that. They're not the ones ruining my reputation. You are.
Oh, how short-sighted of me. I believed myself to be acting in your interest, but I see now that I was mistaken. I shall regret this indiscretion until my dying day.
Clearly, I need to take anything that falls out of your mouth with a grain of salt.
Jeez.
Maybe the whole shake. Still, you did stop those two from talking about me. Regardless of how you did it, I guess I should be grateful. So, thanks.
This magnanimity is in keeping with the wondrous man I know you to be. So open, so accepting. You are a paragon for others to follow.
He's a wanted man, dude.
Maybe it's better when she treats me poorly. A phrase like that is downright uncomfortable.
I'm not used to people saying nice things about me. Alright, I believe it's just these two, and then we're caught up on supports, and then we can go fight Lord Lonato.
Yuri! Halt! How dare you make me run all over the monastery?
Calm down. That was all on you, shady lady.
Shady lady?
Shady? You know full well I'm sensitive about that. It's as though you wish to be incinerated. What I mean to say is, all shall be forgiven when you do my bidding.
Is right.
I know. It's an honor I don't extend to many. You have the rare opportunity to aid me in realizing my dream. I shall rebuild House Nouvelle. Nobility will be mine again, and the glory of my esteemed family will once more reign supreme.
Blah, blah, blah. Restore House Nouvelle, blah, blah, blah. Will you just stop? You're making my ears hurt. I am but an insignificant and beautiful creature. Surely there's nothing I have to offer for your plight.
Your facade does not fool me. I know you for what you truly are.
Ooh.
With the nobility's backing, Western Fodlan's underworld is yours. Everyone has heard whispers of the savage mockingbird. That is you they refer to, yes?
Busted.
Your time would be better spent laying the groundwork for me to reclaim my title.
How so?
I envision you using your connections to apply pressure on the nobles in Enbar.
Right. So say I indulge you, that I agree on this killer bird you speak of. What I offer comes at a high price. You do understand that, right, lady?
Excuse me.
How exactly do you intend to compensate me?
But what greater compensation could I offer than to play a part in restoring House Nouvelle?
Not everyone cares about
Restoration
that.
of houses does nothing to put food in my stomach.
I suppose, but rest assured that upon my return to power, you shall be suitably rewarded.
Let me cut through the mud here. You're broke, and you'll pay me after you get what you want. Wow. I love how irresponsible you are. Refreshing.
Then what would you have me do? I have nothing to bargain with now. No status, no wealth.
Perhaps rather than turning to a killer bird for help, you should be bowing before the nobles or some such. Get down on all fours and lick their boots. See what that'll get you. Perhaps you're too prim and proper for that.
Lick their boots? Is tonguing their footwear likely to sway them to my cause?
It's a manner
My
of
work here is done.
speech.
No, I was
I'm
not
sorry,
through
turn a
with you yet.
phrase.
You come back here! Hey!
Oh, Constance. Oh, Constance. Okay, that's all of it. So now, we go face this rebellion here with Lord Lonato. Alright, here
No matter how
goes.
powerful our enemies may be, there's no need to worry so long as we're with Catherine, the mighty wielder of Thunderbrand.
Thunderbrand? What are you talking about? We'll just ask about Thunderbrand.
You mean you don't know? My weapon is called Thunderbrand. It's one of the hero's relics. A long, long time ago, the goddess bestowed divine weapons upon 10 heroes, which were passed down to their descendants. It's an honor to wield, but I'm afraid there won't be any chance for that today.
Are you sure?
Our mission is to help clean up the aftermath, not to fight.
Are you sure?
One must wonder why Lord Lonato would incite such a reckless rebellion.
It all goes back to the tragedy of Dusker.
I've heard of it.
I remember that day well. No one saw it coming. Roughly 4 years ago, the King of Fargus was murdered by the people of Dusker. I believe that about sums it up, correct?
To put it simply, yes. But there's more to that story. They had accomplices within the kingdom as well. Lord Lonato's son, Christoph, was one of them, and so he was handed over to the church for execution.
The church executes criminals? But why was the king targeted?
King Lambert was attempting a major political reform. Needless to say, he had many enemies. Whatever the truth behind that incident may be, Lord Lonato has harbored resentment toward the church ever since. Well, to be more specific, his grudge isn't only against the church. It's also against the one who turned Kristoff over to them.
Report! The enemy is approaching. They can't be avoided. Their numbers are far greater than we predicted. They used the fog to slip past the Knight's perimeter.
It looks like our mission just changed, Professor. Everyone, prepare for battle!
Let's go. Let's
thank you
slowly
so
dance
much.
our way there. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just waving my arms like a moron, I guess.
Thank you so much.
Oh my. There we go. Okay. Ooh, I don't have to have Edelgard and Hubert in here for this one. Good deal. My adjutants can just be whatever for right now. I don't think it really matters that much. That's right, I've got a whole bunch of mounted units now. I guess this is mostly okay. Here. Switch with Dorothea.
With this fog, it's impossible to tell where the enemy might be, or how many of them there are. The enemy could be trying to surround us, but they shouldn't have enough soldiers to form a tight circle. Take down anyone who breaks through the fog, and let's push through!
Yeah! Let's go.
Proceed with caution. Wait for them to enter your field of view.
Yes, I know what Fog of War is. This is not my first Fire Emblem game. Ooh. Not quite. Almost.
Stay focused.
Alright, let's get it. Okay, I know
I will get the victory.
that there are landings up here. Bingo.
That's my cue.
Perfect. That's what I was wondering.
Lord
Could you use
Lonato doesn't
Thoron?
deserve such sadness and anger. Now it's your turn to suffer.
Why, Lonato? Why did you drag so many others into this?
It's kind of a complicated and painful thing, Ashe.
This is going to hurt, okay?
Yeah, it is. Pain from which you'll never recover. Alright. Darius.
Sally forth!
Ah, yes, I gave her her magic back, and she can use
Let me
bolting.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
Yes, yes, you are.
Leave it to me.
Sure thing.
Alright. Your move. Hang in there, Hapi.
You think we're just gonna do nothing while you try to kill our lord?
Hang in there, Happy Pants. Well, I guess her riding is a pass, because I used Renown for that. So maybe I need to make her a mage again after this. Maybe that would be a better move for her. Give her her magic back. I also need to heal her, and I also am pretty sure the mage causing the Fog of War is right here. Okay, so...
You sure?
I needed to reveal this guy so I could attack him. Ooh.
I won't let you anywhere near Lord Lonato.
And that is that about that. Then we get a cool cutscene about Catherine. Even though I'm the one who broke the fog of war. Just saying.
It's you. Thunderstrike Cassandra. It was your wretched zealotry that killed my son!
The only name I answer to is Catherine.
What a great
Prepare
comeback.
to taste the blade of one who serves the goddess. Now you face a knight of Seiros!
The fog is cleared. There's nothing left to hide you or the filthy Central Church from the judgment of the goddess.
Excuse me while I fix my clothes here and get warm. I had to open my window because I was like really warm for some reason earlier. Even though it's only in the 50s here right now. We're still in that weird state of springter, I'm afraid. Let's see. Who can you reach? Ooh, you can reach this person right here. We can save bolting for now. Ooh, nice job. Okay. Felix can take out this dude. Ooh, good job, Felix. Okay. Oh, I gave him a short axe. It's like, he can attack? Yeah, triangle weakness though, so that wasn't quite enough. I don't think you can reach him, can you? Can you? Ooh, you can. Okay. Then we'll have Yuri take care of it. Wonderful. We can have Ferdinand move ahead. Lysithea. Ooh, we need to heal Hapi. You can use Psychic. Can't you? But you're not close enough, so we'll just take this guy out with Meteor instead. Alright, your move, buddies. Hang in there, Happy Hands. Yes, Queen. Ooh, good job. But you may be sent packing onto the bench if any of these other people can reach you. Yes! You know whose crit I missed that we're not gonna have this game? Yuri says. Where his horse jumps and does that little twirl. And it's so cool.
I'm sorry, but I don't believe Lord Lonato has the strength to carry on.
What would you know, Edelgard? You're not even here. Okay, so can you reach her? Because I want to move her ahead.
Okay.
Here. Don't worry, I'm gonna heal you. I'm not trying to get you killed, Happy. So I need the professor to be able to move forward. I want Cleo to get closer to Lonato. Oof. That sucks for you. Okay. Can you reach him? Not quite. Oh shoot, she had combat arts I could use because she's got a bow. Let's see. Who can I hit with bolting? I'll hang on to it. We will rally Felix instead. We'll have Ferdy take care of this guy. Good night to you, homie. Ooh, good job. Lord Lonato. Actually, I wonder, does Yuri have anything special to say to Lonato? From, Parings.
Allow me to demonstrate.
The question is, can I hold Catherine long enough? Ugh, hold Catherine off long enough? Wow, Elsa words. To get Yuri up there. The answer's probably not. I don't think I have anyone that can use warp right now. Hapi probably could. Well, no, I don't think I have her white magic all the way up yet. I was gonna say Hapi could, but I made her a non-magic unit. But also, I don't think she does it yet.
It's over.
Yeah. Good night. Oh, Marianne needed 1 point. 1 point. Talk about bogus. That's fine. Go ahead and do it. Alright. Wait, wasn't there one more unit over here? Yes, there is. You don't have a sword, so let's put an axe on you. You really don't need to move very many people up now. It's just kind of in the hands of who's over there already.
It's time!
Apparently it wasn't.
Let's do this right.
Well, you tried to do it right, but that didn't end up happening. I'm going for exactly what I hoped we'd go for, which is Ferdinand. Alright. You're so close, Yuri. I kinda want Yuri to face Lonato.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Yes, ma'am! Crit Master Cleo over here. There you go, Marianne. Good job. Yeah, let's go in the forest to raise your evasion. Ooh, also, Mr. Von Eyre, I believe this guy's for you. What? I wasn't actually even though. That gives him triangle weakness, because apparently I'm stronger than him by quite a bit. Ooh, okay. I see you, Ingrid. Okay. We're close. Oh, now we're building the sword because we used all of that spell, didn't we? Used all of our fires, but that's fine.
Watch and learn.
It's over.
That it is, girl. That it is. Over and done. Done and dusted. Insert cliche here. Listen, bitch. I'm gonna need you to stay away from my... I hate saying this. Stay away from my kill. God, that sounds so awful. I want to get Yuri up there. Ugh, I wish there was a way to block Catherine off at the pass. Is there a way to block Catherine off at the pass? There is a way to block Catherine off at the pass. I'm just not going to attack him until I get Yuri up here.
You. I will be the
Well,
one
hello,
to
Golden
kill
Swordsman. How are you?
You have lost all sense of justice.
Oh, jeez.
You want to fight me? So be it. I'll send you to meet your goddess.
But you guys all worship the same goddess. Welcome to religion. Oh man, I don't think I can quite get Yuri close enough to attack him before Catherine gets up there. Oh well, I guess I'll just take him out with the professor.
You have been deceived by that witch.
Or
I will
Ferdinand.
show you the truth.
Unless there's a way to block Catherine from getting up to him, which I don't think there is. So, sadly, Yuri, I don't get to see if you have special dialogue with Lonato. I just don't want Catherine getting my kill. Which is so fucked up to say.
That vile woman. Christoph, forgive me.
Man, I'm still really sad we have to kill Lonato. Yes! I love this game so much.
Lonato.
Like, I have like 500 hours in this game. Because I love it so much.
I never thought I'd see Lonato meet this fate. Well done, everyone. Let's gather our troops and go.
I don't think I'll ever stop being obsessed with this game, even though it's, what, 6 years old now? Thinking. But yeah, I made like 3 different files for each of the different paths, so I could build up different playthroughs. But yeah. So it's not like I have this many hours in each of these. They're kind of replicas that eventually expanded on their own.
My thank you so...
Ever since you were a teenager. God, you made me feel so old.
It's all so pointless.
I've
never seen so many people.
I definitely was not a teenager when this came out.
Forcing innocent citizens to risk their lives? That man was not a noble, but a monster.
What could have pushed Lord Lonato to this point?
I wonder, Hubert, what could have done that?
Everyone was a bit shaken by the militia fighting alongside our enemies.
Are you dwelling on it? That is the reality of battle. I mean, it is the reality of battle.
If only everyone could face reality so unflinchingly.
Play it to this day. Me too.
The commoners who allied themselves with Lord Lonato believed they were fighting for a just cause. It would be disrespectful to consider them simply victims when they died for what they believed in. Still, we have no choice but to eliminate those who cling to unreasonable ideas of justice.
Says Edelgard of all
Even
people.
if our enemies are the gods themselves, we must never lose sight of our goal.
That's taking it a bit far. Agreed. Well, I am siding with the church. I just finished a playthrough where I sided with Edelgard, so I'm not trying to exactly make her like me. So we're gonna tell her that's taking it a bit far, even though I agree with her.
Come, whether you expect it or not. You should be ready. Really, I'm just like Lonato. I, too, will be the sort of ruler who's willing to risk the lives of my citizens in service of a higher cause. It's not possible to change the world without sacrifice. Dying for the greater good is not a death in vain.
Oh, Edelgard.
Professor, I'm afraid this incident is far more serious than anticipated.
You're a Golden Deer guy.
This on Lord Lonato.
So, my favorite path is Crimson Flower. I'm an Edelgard girly, but I love all of the house leaders.
But the content is too disturbing to ignore.
I'll say Dimitri's path makes me cry.
We must report
I think
this to
Claude is
Lady
the most
Rhea
charming.
right away.
But I
hope that it's
understand where Edelgard is coming from with what she's doing. I very rarely play Silver Snow, but when I asked my socials, they said they wanted me to play this one next, so we're siding with the church now.
Gracious with her divine protection. But
You got
it
a
was
poster
not
of them at
only her
Comic-Con?
divine protection
Nice.
that shielded you, was it? You are just as skilled as I had hoped.
So I follow Claude's voice actor on YouTube and on socials. He's just a cool guy. I like him. And I know he runs like a voice acting academy thing too, which I think is pretty cool.
There is no need for modesty. I heard some of the students were hesitant about fighting militia. However, we must punish any sinner who may inflict harm upon believers, even if those sinners are civilians. I pray the students learned a
Hey, I
valuable
managed to kill
lesson
Lonato
about
without
the
crying
fate
this
that awaits
time.
all
I'm kind of
who
proud
are
of
foolish
myself.
enough to point their blades towards the heavens.
Our real concern is what Catherine reported. The secret message that was in Lord Lonato's possession. It contained a deplorable plot to target the Archbishop on the day of the goddess's rite of rebirth.
Doesn't that
The
seem
plan
like an
seems
obvious trap to you,
unrealistic at
though?
best. But a threat is a threat. We must maintain constant vigilance. To that end, I would like for you and your students to help with security on the
Right?
day of the ritual.
I would love if the Ashe Wolves got their own path too, so because we're doing Silver Snow and I just hung out with the Black Eagles on my last playthrough, I'm using them in my main party for the reason you just said. They don't really get their own like storyline outside of the DLC. But yes, I agree. That would be really nice. I still have to finish the DLC. I got stuck in the last battle like a long time ago and I never went back, so I definitely need to finish that at some point.
That is most reassuring. You have my gratitude.
The rite of rebirth is of paramount importance. It is when the Church of Seiros and its believers unite to pray for the return of the goddess. The Archbishop and I will be confined to the Goddess Tower once the ritual begins.
I do think their
the Knights will be on high
defense for
alert
not
as
giving
well.
them another route is that they're
But there
from
aren't
the
enough of them
different.
to keep watch on every corner of
They're
the
from
monastery.
the 3 different
It is far
regions
from ideal
that
to be
the
forced to
house leaders are
mobilize
from, so they're
students.
supposed to
But the gravity of
represent
this situation requires that we all
those who
band
suffered in those
to
different
avoid
places.
breaking.
But I would prefer they got
While
their
there
own
is no
route and a
need to
canon
fear for
story.
your safety,
Because isn't
we
the
cannot turn
Cinder
a
Shadow
blind
supposed to
eye
be
to
more of
those
like
who
an
would
AU
blaspheme
kind
so
of thing?
heinously.
With any luck,
But
this
also
will
kind
all
of
be
tells
for
you more
naught.
about like Violet's
Still,
mom
be on your
and
guard.
Rhea's fucked up rituals. I have kind of a love-hate relationship with Rhea. I do. It feels weird to side with the church because, I don't know, some of the stuff she did was really fucked up. Like what she did to
Part
Byleth,
1.
or I guess in this playthrough,
White
Cleo
clouds.
is what I named her.
Blue sea moon. The goddess's rite of rebirth. As the sun grows stronger and the nights grow ever shorter, the blue sea star returns to the sky once more. Believed to be the goddess's home, her followers look to the star and commence celebrations of her rebirth. On the grounds of Garreg Mach Monastery, a grand ceremony is held in honor of this much-anticipated event. Every true follower of the Church of Seiros is sure to be in attendance.
Violet could be like, nah, bro. I'm not doing this whole teacher thing. So I'm just gonna throw you in the basement. Be gone. I mean, yeah. Instead of, what's his name? Albrecht, right? He was the one that was the teacher of the Ashen Wolves. It'd be cool to have Byleth in that situation, for sure. And then Violet could find out the truth of their origins and all the messed up stuff
Our
Rhea
mission
did
this
through
month is to
exploring
patrol
Abyss.
and set up defenses to
And I
stop
guess
the
end boss
assassination
would be
plot.
Rhea in that potential route, right?
I wonder if an assassination attempt is truly the goal of our enemy.
Nah, dude, it's a distraction.
Yes, I think so too. A barely concealed secret message trying to distract us from whatever's really going on. Sloppy, to say the least. And while everyone is out searching for a phantom assassin, they'll be free to accomplish their true goal with ease.
Kind of fucked up that they
The
sacrificed
monastery houses
Lonato for
many
this,
valuable
though.
weapons. Perhaps that is their aim?
I hear the monastery has a treasure vault too. Seems like the sort of place a foe would like some alone time in.
Garreg Mach is immense, and not just above ground, but below as well. Perhaps their aim lies beneath the monastery.
Maybe.
It seems to me that we should search the monastery for a clue as to what the enemy might be after. Of course, we must never underestimate the need for preparedness, in case a battle should ensue.
Of course.
A secret meeting, Professor?
Shamir!
Oh, we haven't been
Cyril's here
introduced.
too.
I am Shamir.
Shamir is one of the Knights of Seiros, and this young man is...
I work for Lady Rhea, and I'm Shamir's apprentice. Oh, the name's Cyril.
Shamir's apprentice, huh?
Yep, she's teaching me about the bow and the sword and all kinds of stuff. I've got to protect Lady Rhea, so that's why I've got to learn all I can from Shamir.
Of course,
Cyril adores Rhea. That aside, if you need anything, ask.
Excuse me. Okay, I guess we need to find out what's going on with the Rite of Rebirth now.
A hero's relic.
Do you know anything?
However, could I know something? Still, it is heavy on my mind. The stone within the sword. A glow of red. Oh, it is nothing.
Okay, so let's run around and talk to everybody. But I guess first, let's talk to Edelgard so we can start the mission. I normally start my explorations in Abyss. Abyss, wow. In Abyss and work my way around. I also normally know how to speak English, but today apparently I do not.
Our enemy's true target. What could it be? The monastery has been around for nearly a millennium. It's only logical that there are secrets here. We'd better investigate. Would you mind asking around and seeing what you can
Ooh,
dig
did
up?
you really?
Once you've uncovered some leads, we'll regroup.
I'd like to hear about that. What your guys' ideas were.
I have a favor to
That's
ask.
so fun.
People die in every battle. And it can be by sword or spear or magic, but depending on who it is that died, it's different.
You'll give a brief description of the characters you came up with? Okay, that'd be cool.
I hope nothing bad happens this month.
I'll be honest, like, I like to write stuff too, but my brain is so tired because I started a different writing project, and it kind of, like, wore me out. So I'm mostly playing this today, even though I wasn't planning to go live, just to kind of not have to think for a minute about my own
The
story.
monks declined my offer of assistance. They said that no one from Duscur is to be trusted, especially now. Given the circumstances, I cannot fault them.
I'm sorry to do. I'm sorry that they're racist to you. Like, that's kind of fucked up.
There's been talk of an attempt on Rhea's life. We've been ordered to help the Knights patrol. Could that possibly mean that Rhea isn't beloved by everyone the world over?
Oh, she's not. Trust me, she's not. Far from it, really.
I don't know who's to blame for all this commotion, but it's frankly a huge inconvenience. With everyone stuck on guard duty, our study and training time has been drastically reduced.
Some things are more
Yes,
important, though,
I
Lysithea.
understand that, but it doesn't change the fact that it's a royal pain.
Oh, man. You're funny.
It seems there were forces opposing the church, beyond Lord Lonato. I never thought such forces could exist in this world.
Well, we only know a small
I
part of this
suppose that
world.
may be true.
Oh, I love the idea of Ferdinand having a little sister. Oh, but she grew up on the street with Dorothea, and they became... Oh, I like that. Lord Gwendol. She's the one that Sylvain hit on. I like that! I like that! Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. It could also be, if we find out, or if Dorothea knows at some point that Clarissa is Ferdinand's sister, that would also explain why she's so adversarial to him when she meets him at the monastery. Alright, who else is over here before I go to Abyss and work my way around? I think Raphael was up here. Yeah, he's up here. Raph, what are you doing?
I bet the enemy is using this assassination nonsense just to sneak in and raid the pantry.
Yeah, that's exactly
What do you
it.
think, Professor?
Yes, they're just really, really hungry, and if we share our food, they'll go away.
Oh, I'm right, all right. My animal instinct is telling me that the enemy is after our best meats.
I love Raph. Okay, Shamir's over here somewhere too. Oh, she's over there by the training grounds. Shammy!
How's that?
Hey.
You spend too much time roaming the monastery. If you're looking for something, try less aimless wandering.
But it's fun. Also, I'm trying to figure out what the enemy's
Do you
objective
even know
is.
who the enemy is? You can't know why without knowing who. It's none
Well...
of my business anyway. I'm just here to take care of enemies who get too close.
Cool for you, I guess. Alright, cool. I'm going to Abyss now. So no special events except for lots of large fish and head chef challenge. Okay. I don't know why I'm looking at this. I already just established there's nothing exciting going on this month. Oh, what's that? St. Seth Lane Day. Gatekeep! Or the ghost of Gatekeep.
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. I'm what you might call the chosen one. The
Okay.
Alpha of Abyss, the Reaper and the Keeper. That said, I've had some unnecessary backup recently. Lord Seteth requested my presence. There's an important
Speaking of Seteth,
ceremony
that's who we're
happening this
romancing this time around, because I've
Only my
never
backup
romanced
had
Seteth.
been a lovely lady with a thing for watchmen. We could have had a love story for the ages.
You still can. Just saying, you still can. Okay, so got 2 down there by the altar and 2 in the classroom. Hey, Constance.
First the uprising and now all this talk of an assassination? What is the world coming to? I should offer my magical services, just in case.
Of course you should. And there's Anthony, Dimitri's cousin, who was exiled from the kingdom after he attempted to usurp Dimitri so he could become king. Dimitri's uncle let him escape and forged evidence that led everyone to believe he was executed. Later, Anthony became a leader of a bandit group that were taken out by Yuri's guys, and Yuri, ever the tactician, thought it useful to keep him around. Ooh. Ooh. I like that. There's some depth you could give that character. Interesting. And it would be interesting to see how he interacts with Dimitri in the story. I like that. You guys are good.
I've devised a spell to trick flowers into behaving like guard dogs. At the first sign of an intruder, the petals burst open, releasing their pollen. I'm still fine-tuning it.
She just ends up making piranha plants from Super Mario Brothers.
I hear some thieves are targeting the monastery. I've been feeling restless lately, so if you want some help unleashing on those jerks, just say the word.
All right. I'd appreciate that.
Oh, this could be fun. Now I've just got to figure out where they'll be coming from. My fists are itching for a brawl.
They always are.
Hopefully, I get first crack at those poor fools.
Well, I mean, you are in my party full time, so yeah, you will. What am I doing? I'm going to talk to the NPC over here. That's what I'm doing.
This god statue speaks to me in a strange voice. It is a strong voice, but frightening. I wonder what is on the inside of it.
Maybe. I've got my ideas about the people after Lady Rhea. But even I don't know how this will shake out. I don't seem very devout, do I? Even so, I'd hate to see anything happen to the Archbishop. That secret message is suspicious. To take it at face value seems unwise.
Oh, it is. It's an obvious trap.
Not to be disrespectful, but the rite of rebirth seems kind of silly. What, the goddess is reborn every year?
It's symbolic.
Although, hey, if you do run into her, let me know. I'd like to have a word. I bet she'll be pretty upset to learn what the church has been doing in her name.
Maybe. Or maybe she has no idea what's going on whatsoever. And we're back to dancing our way to the surface. Okay, so let's go to the training ground real fast. And then just run around talking to everyone until we figure out, hey, this seems pretty suspicious. We should be vigilant. Oh, hold on just a second. Allow that. There's oh, I love the name Viola so much. Alright, so Viola is a Dusker survivor after the tragedy. She ran and discovered Abyss. She spent the remainder of her teenage years working at smithing stores or doing work like moving rubble for construction. Later, she got on the wrong end of her employers, and they used the recent tragedy and bad circumstance to cause her, or to accuse her of fake crime. After this, she... Oh, I like that! I'd be curious to see what happens when she encounters Dedue in the story. What kind of conversation they would have. But also, I would like to see more characters from Dusker and explore the way Fodlan treats people from Dusker since the tragedy. I feel like that could be explored more, and I feel like this character Viola would be a good way to do that.
You're skilled.
Why won't you battle me?
Alright, so we are trying to master riding this playthrough, so let's do that. Right, who else is here? Felix.
Sending an assassin to the monastery, hmm? Hopefully it's someone worth crossing blades with.
I hope we can avoid bloodshed. I know he'd rather we fight this people, so... What have we got? Sword tournament? Oh, I haven't unlocked that yet. I still gotta talk to Caspar and unlock that. Got you. Well, I will be back here then. For now, we're just gonna continue talking to everybody around the monastery, I suppose. Whee!
That's so.
That is so. I don't know why I got stuck on that corner. Jeez.
Hi. If you're looking for something, I probably can't help you. I still don't know what's where around here.
Oh, Bernie.
Hey, I get hungry sometimes, like anyone else. What? Eating at night is bad for you? There's no way that's true. Wait, really?
Well, if you eat right before you go to bed, you will likely get indigestion, and also you'll metabolize things slower. But otherwise, it's fine.
Maybe. It would be terrible if the greenhouse was targeted. The plants in here are incredibly valuable. This place contains the heart of Garrett Mock's 995-year history. So many beautiful flowers, plants that can save or end lives. They are all my precious children.
Okay. Speaking of your precious children, let's garden. Alright, what do I have? I have lots of vegetable seeds. Here. Ooh. Any seeds I can pick? Oh, yes, right here. Is anyone here? Oh, yes. This is where we unlock tea parties once I go talk to Ferdinand. So I will be back to talk to you after this, Lorenz.
For the Church of Seiros. Could it be that someone has spread these rumors of an assassination plot merely with the intention to hinder the celebration?
Let's see, and finally there's Luke. He's a villager who was taken advantage of by those who slither in the dark and given a whole new synthetic crest. Ooh, I like the idea of a synthetic crest. Okay. Gives him the abilities of every... Ooh. However, throughout the story, he concealed it from the party, claiming to be a normal villager who saved up to gain an education. In the story, he makes it clear that he hates crests and those who are allowed to succeed specifically due to having one. Ooh. So, is there a point in the game where when his crest is revealed, it overpowers him? Or is there a point in the game where, to beat the big bad, he decides that it's worth using his crest that one time? But also, I understand why he would be hateful towards the crest system, considering, you know, being experimented on by those who slither. Oh, that's right. It was just big fish. I don't care about that.
Professor, I hope you're well. As for me, I had a date with a splendid specimen of a knight. But now he's suddenly not in the mood to see me again. I blame all these rumors of a deathly figure showing up in town.
That's what it is,
Such
Manuela.
an uproar must have, beyond reason, drawn his attention away from me.
Oh, Manuela, I love you. I love you so much.
What?
Okay. Oh. Is this the chapter where I get to unlock these people? These merchants? No, it's chapter 5. Oh, he betrays the player at one point, and depending on the choices of the player, he can return, but with a whole new demeanor and attitude. No longer playing the good boy persona. So something changes in him based on events in the story, huh? That shift his motivation.
Right.
So what is his motivation? Is his motivation to get revenge on those who slither in the dark and take down the crest system?
Okay.
In Fodland?
Hey, Professor. How's it going? I'd love to catch it. Hey, how about a favor?
Hello.
Okay, so there's not much to do here right now. Of course, we gotta go chat with Gatekeep, though.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. The goddess's rite of rebirth is this month, right? The monastery gates will be thrown wide open on that day. I'll be working as a guide. I hope I get to guide some lovely ladies around.
Oh, Gatekeep. Oh, Gatekeep. What am I gonna do with him? Hey, Knight of Seiros.
I've heard talk of students wandering the monastery late at night. They wouldn't happen to be from your class, would they? Please keep your students in line, Professor. Kids these days.
This is why you're not a professor. Presumptuous adults these days.
Setting fire to the stables to distract everyone. To cause a commotion. It is the oldest trick in the book. But I cannot shake the thought that our enemies may attempt it. I will stand guard and watch over the stable. And the knight's horses. They are truly magnificent.
Oh, Ferdinand.
Please, do me a favor.
He wants to use those who slither for his own ideals, which involves disarming the system, but through anarchy. He's seen the chaos ones with the crest unleashed and wishes to do the same. So, are his goals more or less similar to Edelgard's, except much more, like, violent and chaotic then? Let me go talk to Lorenz and give him this tea set. I don't know why I didn't just warp there. I literally could. I don't know what I'm doing. Damn. I could have just warped here.
What?
Lorenz, I have a present for you. Hi.
The goddess's rite of rebirth is the most significant...
Yeah, we just had this conversation. But... let's see, where is it?
How kind of you.
I will have to repay you sometime.
Okay, now we can have tea parties. So we can't buy tea until next chapter, and only if we play the right quest. I mean, I think we found some teas. Whee!
So...
alright, back to exploring this area before coming back and going through the Knight's Hall, well, going through the reception hall and everything and talking to everyone else. The least exciting stuff to watch, I'm sure. Running around the monastery and talking to everyone.
Hey there.
Okay, wait, is there anyone here at the Knight's Hall? Yes, there's lots of people here. Oh yeah, and I gotta talk to Caspar so I can unlock the training grounds.
See, all this talk of assassination plots. It brings back dark memories I prefer to keep buried. I doubt there is any correlation, and yet... it is nothing. I am sorry for allowing my mind to wander. My focus should be solely on guarding the monastery right now.
It's alright, Dimitri, I understand. He wants the people to rise up and overthrow them. He's stoking the flames by using those who slither in the dark to sow chaos and blame it on the... ooh, okay, the crest bearers. Then he wants to spin a speech about, look at the death and... okay, I like that. And then the people without crest would rise up and fight on his side, right?
That her power exceeded your expectations.
Destroying all the crest bearers and rebuilding the world, huh?
Her relic, Thunderbrand, glowing red. That glow is a sure sign that her blood contains a crest that harmonizes with that hero's relic.
Which of course means he'd also want to overthrow the Church of Seiros because, you know, the crest system doesn't exist without the leadership of the Church of Seiros. But of course also the nobility.
Let's see.
So how does Constance feel about that? Since she's trying to rejoin the nobility. I wonder if she'll have feelings about that when she finds out what his goals are. After spending so much time with him in the same house.
Hey, Professor.
Hi.
I figured it out, Professor. The enemy must be targeting Lady Rhea.
Oh, a foil
They're
for
gonna make
Violet?
it seem like they're going
I can see
after
where that
something
makes
else,
sense. I
but
like
then
that.
they're gonna go for her. Impressive, right?
So...
I'm telling you, my intuition's never wrong.
You said more or less, if Byleth makes certain choices, he can re-recruit him. So would Byleth end up taking his side and fighting with him to destroy the crest system again? And then if he doesn't make the right choices, he would side with the church against this character? Is that how that works?
Hey, I got a favor to ask.
Because that could be pretty cool. Let's see it. Oh yes, there's a priest over here.
Do you know what this room is? It is the church's treasure vault. I say treasure, but I do not mean silver and gold and jewels. It mostly contains weapons, artifacts, and the like. Anything that would cause too great a stir, should it be stolen? No. The church knows better than to store anything too valuable in such an accessible location.
Yeah, well, the church doesn't know better than a lot of things, so you'll forgive me if I have to laugh at that a little. Even though I guess I'm siding with the church right now, so I shouldn't be thinking such adversarial and rude things.
The monastery holds many treasures. Maybe the enemy is after one of those? Even so, the idea of stealing from a church is just horrible.
Okay, well before I go here, why don't I go here? Because I see there's a research note here.
Well?
Hey Dad, what's up?
What's the matter? You're running all over creation. Ah, you don't believe Lady Rhea is the real target, do you?
Nope.
Even so, the knights have their orders. We can't abandon our duty to guard Lady Rhea.
You do that.
The goddess's rite of rebirth is an important event for the Church of Seiros. They say it's the day when the goddess will return to walk among us. Not too likely, if you ask me. Best if you keep that to yourself.
Okay, you also can teach me horseback riding, so thank you for that. Then there is a research note right here.
Something in the monastery that someone might go after? There's so much here, I couldn't possibly name just one. Even this here kitchen contains precious wares, wine bottles from centuries past and the like. I hear that stuff is fancy, but not very drinkable. I doubt anyone would go to the trouble of stealing it.
Let's see. On the story during their fight with Luke, he unleashes his crest and reveals his hero's relic, which is a suit of armor. Ooh, instead of a weapon, a suit of armor. That's different. I like that. After the fight is done, depending on the support level Byleth has with him and the dialogue choices made in certain scenes, you can make him see reason and he'll reappear later in the story ready for recruitment. Got it. So if you do end up recruiting him, is the final boss the Agarthans? Is the final boss the church? Because I imagine if you don't end up recruiting Lucas ends up being the final boss, right? So what happens when you do recruit Lucas? See, this is so interesting. I'm so glad you're here today. This is so fun. You're so creative.
So sleepy. Too sleepy. I found an interesting book in the library. Got so caught up reading it, I forgot to sleep. Interesting discovery, though. The coffins of the 4 saints in the sanctum each have their crests carved into them. I'll need to find a way down there to get a look.
Both the church and the Agarthans. Ooh. So, do you fight one and then the other? Or do they end up teaming up because of the bigger problem that is Lucas? And then there will be enemies later? Or are they just separate enemies in the way that when you play Edelgard's Path, Dimitri and Claude are separate enemies that aren't working together? Let's see. Annie Banani's over here somewhere. There she is.
I bought the ingredients for making some sweet treats I can't wait to eat. Huh? Oh, I know it looks like I'm fooling around, but I'm not. I'm preparing for potential battle during my patrol by making sure I have plenty of food I can eat while walking. Smart, huh?
Patrol sweets. I like it.
I know. Once they're ready, I promise to share some with you.
Aw, thank you. Alright, that's everyone here? Cool. Then we're gonna go here. And
Professor.
Okay.
Professor, while the investigation is important, don't forget to make time for your training. If we have to battle and cannot win, all will be lost.
Of course,
we don't know
of
who our
course.
enemy is, so we must be prepared for anything.
One then the other, Yuri determines the church isn't the problem is Rhea. That's true, Rhea is the problem. The church needs to adapt with the times and have a leader that doesn't keep the world shackled. So that's going to end up being Byleth in the end, right? Like in a lot of these paths where if you end up siding with anyone other than Edelgard, basically Byleth becomes the leader of the church. Got you. Makes sense. And then they realize that the real problem in the world is, after that, is the Agarthans, or they realize that Rhea was having a reaction to the Agarthans? So would then the very final boss be the Agarthans after you beat the church? So I guess there'd be two different final bosses, but I guess I'm asking in which order. That would be a better way to phrase my question. Who else is here? Ooh, Seteth, my future husband. Hi, Seteth. What's up?
I've been in town procuring some supplies for Flame. No, but do not concern yourself for my safety. I am very much stronger than I appear.
Oh, I believe it.
I have something to ask of you.
Ooh, speaking of Seteth, how do the rest of the Nabateans take your party defeating Rhea and reforming the church and your story? Would they end up falling in line with Byleth, or would they side with Rhea? I have so many questions. I'm so excited about this. Alright, so we got lots of people here.
What the?
I know, that was rude. I cut right in front of you. My bad. And I ran right into that person. Get it together, Elsa.
Did you know that on the last day of the rite, the monastery's open to the general public? It's kind of fun. It makes the place feel like a festival.
Alright. I want my cursor to move to Sylvain. Move my cursor. I want to talk to Sylvain.
No
Thank
classes
you.
on a festival day.
Woohoo!
I thought I'd get to spend all day relaxing in the company of some lovely ladies.
Of course you did.
But now this mess has happened. Hey, Professor. I know there's talk of an assassination attempt, but do you really think they'll do it on the day of the Rite of Rebirth? I feel like security would be looser some other time. Is there some reason why it has to happen on that day?
The final boss would be the Agarthans. Right now the church is divided. Ones who think Byleth would be a better archbishop, Seteth and Flame among them. Yes, okay, cool. But they do not choose to participate in the conflict directly. Fair enough. I guess that since they're conflicted, they want to observe and see what's going on and figure out everyone's reasoning and then eventually see where they would line up. The others are on Rhea's side, of course. Alright, I understand. So I was curious to see where Seteth and Flame would wind up.
And Bridget.
I also understand that a lot of the Nabateans have loyalty to Rhea
back in the past
because of their loyalty to Sothis and Rhea's relationship with Sothis, being that she was this divine oracle / main child of Sothis.
The Goddess Tower has an entrance of narrowness. That is most good. The windows are not the most good, though. A target of ease for snipers.
Alright, and then it said Hubert was here. Oh, he's on the bridge. Okay. He's over here.
Well.
Hi, Hubert.
Can you imagine the Archbishop being murdered? I prefer not to consider such a gruesome scenario.
Frightening thought, or of course not.
Awfully calm, aren't you? I wonder what it takes to rile you up.
I'm sure you do, and I will never tell you. So yeah, there's that. Come on, open up. Thank you. Alright, who's all here? Eloise, Flame, Ignatz, and Ashe. And a couple of NPCs.
That reminds me. People seem to think that all the Knights of Seiros are equal, but that isn't quite so. There are many distinguishing ranks within the Order. For example, there are squires who are training to become knights, as well as full knights, like myself. Oh, and then we have the holy knights, such as Catherine.
Those are the knights that can wield a hero's relic.
I always found Seteth to be a reasonable mind. Yes, thank you, me too. Seteth is a very reasonable mind and would probably assess things from all perspectives, I think. I feel that at some point he would reach a point of believing Rhea has gone off the deep end. Yes, same, I could see that. And does not wish to entertain her delusions by agreeing with her, which is kind of what we see with him being confused in the canon story as to why Rhea puts so much into Byleth. I could see that, I agree with you. But he can't bring himself to harm her, so he chooses to just leave. Well, I get that, because they're like family, and they've been close for a very long time, so I could see why hurting her would be hard for him. But I can also see why he would have to accept that her ideologies and way of thinking are very extreme, and that she definitely needs to be dealt with one way or the other. I like that. Beautiful.
Listen, the goddess's home is in the sky.
Y'all need to write this story. I would totally read it.
Shining star. But in the spring, you can't see that star. That means she can't protect Fordland. That's why we all celebrate the day when her star returns to the sky. That's the day of the rite of rebirth. See? See? I've been studying.
Good job,
just
kiddo.
about everything.
Okay, so there's an NPC over here.
Well, about 20 or so years ago, there was a big fire in Garreg Mach. On that day, Captain Gerald went missing. Everyone thought he was dead. It never occurred to me that he might actually have survived. The truly strange part is that in all those years, he hasn't changed a bit.
Yeah, that's something, isn't it? Ooh, I have 3 chances to give bad advice. There's someone I just can't seem to beat. What's a quick and easy way to make them give up and say uncle? Let's see, poison, quick and easy never works. You should ask them to say it. Honestly, quick and easy never works. I don't like interfering in squabbles between noble brats, but the parents complain if I don't. It's annoying. Oh, Shamir. Oh, shit. Our parents need our protection, or our students need our protection. It could be entertaining to make the parents fight instead. I feel like Shamir would hate me for saying that, but I would say this one. Protection. No? Shamir, but that was the best answer. Where can I express my disgust with the students here? So many of these fools rely on their noble status or their crest power as an excuse to shirk their training. Calling them fools without a line? That shouldn't be a problem as long as they're keeping up. You should spar with them. Alright, I was 2 for 3. I did great. I did better than I thought I would. Alright, who else is here? Choir teacher. Oh, that's Ignatz.
Let's see.
As for your other question, Constance finds Luke's beliefs on Crest a non-existent option, or nonsensical option. Expressing her understanding that the people rely on the nobles and the crest bearers' strength to protect them, and without it, there would be fear and mistrust. Okay, yeah, I understand that.
The monastery's
I can
so
understand
big.
that perspective.
How can we narrow down the list of possible targets? The only places I can think of are the vault and the library, and I guess that's it.
I guess I understand both his perspective, Luke's, and Constance's. I feel like both of those perspectives in their own way make sense. Let's see. Let me go cheer up Ashe.
I can't stop thinking about Lonato. I'm sorry, Professor. I know this isn't the time, but I just can't get past it.
I know, Ashe. I'm sorry. But you gotta pull yourself together.
Thank you.
We're in crisis right now.
No matter what happens, I promise you I'll do my part. I checked on my brother and sister, who were living in Castle Caspar. Thankfully, they're all right. I was worried because they're both so young, but the church in the castle town offered to take them in. That much, at least, is a big relief.
I feel so sad about Lonato. I feel like the Western Church took advantage of his grief. Hey, Flane.
Professor, I am afraid I have acted a bit childishly toward my brother recently. Given the circumstances, I requested that he provide me with some candies. Silly of me, really.
Oh, thank
the
you
timing
for
wasn't
following.
proper, and I regret it very much.
Hold on a second.
Oh, but more importantly, this place is off limits, Professor.
There.
It is only open to the public on the day of the goddess's rite of rebirth.
Speaking of this place, there's a item. And there's also a knight who has some information
On the
for
day
me.
of the rite, the monastery will be open to the public, including the Holy Mausoleum. The Holy Mausoleum is where the tomb of the divine Seiros lies. There she slumbers, eternally. That's pretty much all that's in there. Just an ancient coffin.
Or so
It's
you
sealed with
say.
a powerful magic to protect against would-be grave robbers.
Okay. Oh, Alois must be on the other side of the building. Well, on this side of the building, but outside. Go talk to Alois. Who also has a research note for
Have
me.
you visited the Goddess Tower? It's a sacred place used for rituals and the like. In general, students aren't allowed entry. But as you'd expect, that rule just excites their curiosity.
Naturally.
Some have even tried sneaking in. Well, at least for this month, that kind of behavior is totally unthinkable. We have a lot more security, what with the goddess's rite of rebirth coming up.
Okay. I'm happy to share. It's a great story! I love world building individual arcs. They're so fun to create, especially if there's already existing right? Like, I used to write fan fiction a lot back in the day. I haven't really had time to write much now, but that's exactly what I like about fan fiction. Like, kind of expanding on the lore, or adding my own twist to the lore, or trying to write characters in character, write lore as it should be, but also have my own characters and try to make it all work. I think it's a special kind of writing challenge, really, because I write my own stuff, but I also used to really love writing fan fiction. I wish I had more time for
to let you know that Lady Rhea is always real
But this is a
concerned with
great
you.
story. I really
She
would love for
expects
you to
great
write it.
things, I think. Please don't let her down, okay?
Of course not.
I hope you're not just saying that.
Okay, I've got 2 more notes, then I gotta go grab that for Seteth, and I gotta go to the training grounds before I can wrap up the day by eating meals with my students. Because there's really not much else to do. Let's see. Okay, you're over here.
There are numerous books in this library that you cannot find anywhere else. But once you are here, you can read them easily enough. I doubt someone would go to the trouble of stealing one. Sometimes Seteth will dispose of books that are deemed inappropriate for the monastery.
Inappropriate.
But that's about it. In a way,
Book banning,
I
if you
suppose that
will.
makes those particular volumes more valuable, right?
I also love getting people's feedback too. What's also fun is people's combinations for ideas and support between the characters. Yes! I like that. I like that a lot. Like, back in my big fanfiction.net days, I used to co-write
who
stuff with
assists
friends of
the
mine.
Archbishop.
And it was just really
Cyril,
fun
I
to see
believe?
other people's
I
ideas
hear
and
he's
perspectives.
originally from a
And see
foreign
how they
land
can
to the
collaborate
east,
with
called
my
Elmira.
perspectives or other people's
I know
perspectives.
he's still only a child, but I do wonder about his true intentions.
Ugh. Why are you being such a hater about Cyril? He's literally a child, dude. Don't put any of that crazy shit on him. Okay, we do have one person on the other side over there. Before I go down the middle. Somebody's over here.
Well...
Who is over here? It's Leonie. My dad's biggest fan.
Seems like donations to the monastery aren't actually kept here. That means the enemy isn't likely to be interested in money. We should turn our attention elsewhere. Then again, I guess some of the plants in the greenhouse could sell for a lot. But that can't really be it, can it?
It really isn't that simple. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong way, isn't it?
Hey, you.
Hi. Alright, Hannah Bananaman, what have you got for me?
Unbelievable. What a terrifying story. However, an assassination attempt on Lady Rhea is doomed to fail. Pardon? You think the goal may be different than simple assassination? Intriguing. I suppose the priceless objects in this room could perhaps draw thieves. However, there's no one but me who could make use of them.
Oh wait, he could train me on horseback riding. Yeah, we just had this conversation, bro. I want this. Though topics they talk about are difficult to come up with, you can be. Like stuff like Clarissa and Ferdinand or Clarissa and Dorothea are pretty easy to come up with, but say Viola and Raphael hung out. Yeah, I'd rather them not just banter about training. Yeah, that's true. That's where the challenge really comes in, is really figuring out where your original characters fit in the world and what their relationships would be like with people. And who they would have relationships with and who they'd maybe be indifferent to. Like, who would you have supports with? Who would you just kind of, be there with, I guess?
You'd best keep your distance. In this nervous state, I might just cut you down.
I dare you to try, Catherine.
Oh, come on. I'm only kidding.
Me too, maybe. Yeah, no, I can't recruit you because I chose the Black Eagles, but I'll be able to recruit you later, so I'm not going to worry about it.
I am grateful.
Hi, Rhea.
Might you have come looking for me because you were worried about my safety?
Yeah, that's totally it. I was so worried.
I'm quite all right, but your concern means a great deal.
Okay, is that everyone here? Okay, let me go grab this for Seteth.
Let's see.
Pretty sure this is what Seteth was looking for. Oh, I guess I could just walk there.
Let's see.
The other thing I guess about some of the support conversations is some characters have more simplistic views than others. Back to Raphael, like I would struggle, I think, writing for Raphael. Because I adore his simple outlook on life, but I'm an overthinker by nature, so maybe Raphael would be a hard character for me to write in general. So trying to come up with supports for him with other characters, I would definitely find that challenging.
That reminds me.
Because his loves in life are what? Training and food? And his sister. But what was fun was Luke's first few convos with Marianne. Ooh, Luke and Marianne. First time seeing them, you'd think, aw, Luke's such a sweetheart to her and lifting her spirits. But once you see his true nature and reread the support, you'll be like, wow, this dude's a snake. Oh dear. So does he have issues and have conflict with Marianne because of her devotion to the religion?
You have my thanks.
Or because she has that crest that she has, the cursed one, the crest of Maurice. Before I report to Edelgard, I would like to do this real quick. Oof, do I have anyone that's good at swords? I mean, Constance, but it's not her #1 thing. Felix is at a C. Petra's at a D. Well, I guess we'll have Felix do this. I guess I didn't really make anyone good at swords just yet.
Too easy.
Well, we lucked out in round 1 with the Crest of Feraldarius. Alright! I'll take it. He may only have C-level sword, but Felix is kind of a beast, so maybe he'll do it.
Why am I even here?
Wait, what's the level disparity? Oh, 10 levels? That explains a lot.
Next time, bring your friends.
Alright.
Another win.
Do I want to heal him going into this last round? Will he need it? What's the level difference? Oh, we won already. That wasn't the semifinal, that was the final. Oh. Well, that was that, I guess. That was that. Okay, well, let's go report back to Edelgard. Cook and eat some meals and move on with our lives.
I knew I could count on you.
At first glance, he gives her a comforting speech about how she should not let the crust control her destiny,
There's a place
and that
that
she
the
should
church
take control of it and
values
believe in
above all
herself.
others. On the
Wanting
day
to
of the
drive her
rite, it
to
will be
use it
open to
and
the
feel a
public.
sense of
That
self-love.
will make it much easier
But
than
then
usual to
you find out
access.
the true motivations about wanting to paint crest bearers and monsters and see those convos as just pure manipulation. Ooh, okay. I'd like to see their full support chain, though, then. Like, I guess if you recruit him back, is Marianne a possible romance option for him, then?
Precisely.
Or does he just
Can't
look
know
down
for
at her
certain,
with
but
disdain
it's a
just the whole
distinct
time?
possibility that the Holy Mausoleum is our enemy's
Either way,
target.
that is interesting. Okay, what am I doing? I'm going to the dining hall to wrap up the day. That's what I'm doing. Oh, I didn't even notice this over here. Got some tea. Alright, who do I want to cook with? I guess I'll cook with Yuri.
Wise indeed to set me to this task. I'm an excellent cook.
I'm sure you are, Yuri. Actually, you probably are.
This is hardly
Actually,
a palatable ingredient.
isn't one of the things
But if
Yuri's
you
really
season it
good at
just
is
right,
cooking?
Nobody will be the wiser.
In some of his endings, doesn't it turn out he wants to, like, run a restaurant or something? Like, his conversations with Ingrid, they talk about that, I think. She could be a romantic option, but first she'd have to confront him, and they would have to put that behind them. That's true. They'd have to have a deep conversation about why he did what he did to her and try to understand each other's perspectives, I suppose. Alright, everyone's tired. You're all tired. Of course, I could use this also to work on my pairings, but most of them are at least level C right
think
now.
I like this, but it's been a while, so I'm not sure.
Oh shoot, I didn't mean to.
Ooh, this is my favorite. You've got great taste.
Whoops, I messed that up, but that's fine. Alright. So, looking at my romance options here. Hapi and Linhardt. Did I see Linhardt on this one? I did not. What am I doing with Balthus? Balthus, where are you on here? Balthus. Constance, okay. Constance doesn't like this. And then I'm doing Yuri and Dorothea, but Dorothea already ate. You know what? This is fine. Bernadetta and Luke have a sweet conversation about chess. Aww! Bernadetta keeps losing after each one.
This is all kinds of tasty.
But after her A+ support, she finally wins, so that... Oh, that's so cute! So, while they're talking about chess, does he kind of guide her through it in a manner of speaking? Or does he try to get her to focus on her own abilities because she's better at this probably than she thinks? Now that I think about it, I wrote some sappy stuff when I was in college. Aww! I'm a sucker for sappy stuff, though. Sappy stuff is the best. What am I doing? Balthus. And I'm looking for Constance. I can find something that both Balthus and Constance will eat. Ah! Well, there's Constance, but no Balthus. Constance, but no Balthus. Balthus and no Constance. They just don't want to eat together. I may just have to. Fine. We'll do Balthus and Felix. Get them motivated to do some training. Worry about my pairings later.
My favorite meal at my favorite cost. Free.
Worry about who I'm trying to
love
train.
This place.
That looks appetizing.
Okay. So, Petra could do Lysithea, because I've been working with Lysithea until I have the rest of the party members I want to have. I do have Lysithea standing in.
I would be liking that greatly.
Eating delicious food really takes my worries away.
Okay, and let's see. I think everyone I'm using has already eaten, except for maybe... I didn't feed Constance, did I? I did not feed Constance. I guess Constance and Ferdinand. At first they talk about a sense of companionship since Bernie feels comfortable around him when she sees Luke playing chess in the dining hall and asks to play.
This is
Aw, I like that.
Craving.
So does he use playing chess with her to make
After a scrumptious
her
meal like that, I feel
less
that
of a
I can
recluse?
really seize the day.
Or maybe that's just something they have in common, and they kind of bond over that. Alright, we got people who want to talk to each other. Speaking of supports.
It's peaceful here. Flowers are so calming. Just looking at these, it's like all the terrible parts of the day just disappear. If only people could be more like flowers.
Oh, Bernie.
What's Bern doing? She looks like there's something wrong.
All these nobles are just terrifying. And the commoners? Just look at Dorothea. So pretty, popular, dazzling.
Aww.
There's no way someone like me could ever be close with someone like that.
Bern, are you okay?
Dorothea! Did you hear all that?
Maybe.
Just the part about you wishing you could get along with someone. So, Bern, who have you got a crush on?
Aww.
Seriously now, you have to tell me. Who are they? Do I know them? I'm so excited for you, Bern.
Do I have her going
no,
with right now?
I was
Felix?
actually thinking about being friends with you.
Me? I thought we already were friends.
Aww.
That's not what I mean. Oh, I'm such a coward. I thought it would be great if we could be closer. But old memories just get in the way for me.
Bern, whatever happened in the past, you know you have my full support. I'm here for you.
Aww.
I thought we'd already been friends for a long time now. Please.
Just forget it. We'll never be close friends. Father would just... He would just... No!
I just want to hug you, Bernadetta.
Wait, Father? What did she mean by that?
Her father's a piece of work is what she meant by that. He understands that it isn't that simple, and he tries to instill and sort of mental exercise when interacting with people she's scared of or just in general, to picture a place she feels content and comfortable and just focus on that. She thinks of the greenhouse and her room and recites it to herself, only to see Luke has her in checkmate. Oh, that's so cute! I like that! She learns the lesson, but he beats her in the game. That's funny. I like that. It's funny, but it's also sweet in that it really helps her, like, as a character, as a person. But is the next lesson then for her to pay attention to her surroundings while she's also doing this visualization? Is that going to be part of the B support then? Either way, I think it's cute. I like it. Alright, so Constance wants to talk to me, so I guess I need to warp somewhere on the map so this spot will appear. Where is she? She's over by my personal quarters. I ran right through a door. Just right through it, because I'm a ghost.
Oh, it's only you. Is there some reason you're here?
I was just looking, not really.
Your gaze was rather piercing for someone who was just looking. Oh, I see now. You found yourself captivated by my charms.
Yes, that's totally
This sort
it.
of thing happens all the time to those of us blessed with such transcendent beauty.
Yeah, that wasn't it.
If you say so. You seem a trifle stuck on the point, if you ask me.
I think you're the one stuck
Now,
on the point.
You may call yourself my tutor if you wish, and I shall attend your classes. But none of this charade will make the idea of a mercenary teaching me any less absurd. What was that look? Are you trying to convey that I'm a mere commoner like yourself? Well, you are correct. Think of me as a temporarily embarrassed noble.
Even a gilded wyvern must take refuge in its cave occasionally.
Jeez.
But in time, it will soar free once more. I shall fly, bold and beautiful, into the skies again. My nobility and all of House Nouvelle shall be restored.
Of course. Good luck, I won't hold my breath. What a bitchy thing to say that would be. I'm gonna wish her luck.
Luck isn't a thing that you can bestow, or that I need. I will do this. When
Okay.
I restore the glory of my house, you may serve me in some menial way. I may even pay you.
Thank you. An interesting proposal.
Is that the most you can say when offered such a tantalizing prize?
I love Constance.
Say whatever you like, if it makes you feel better. It shall not sway me one way or the other.
Constance, I adore you.
You look as though you want to say something. Allow me to save you the effort. If you intend to tutor me, I will require you to first prove that time will not be wasted.
Okay.
Show me not just your talent for teaching, but your wisdom, your skill, your mettle, your sense of authority. Of course! I've been struck by my own genius.
I'm sure you have.
You may assist me in my research. That ought to provide a chance for you to grasp the extent of how magnificent I am. It will also afford me the time I need to scrutinize your character. It's a plan so perfect that you can't turn it down, huh?
I mean... Oh, she's so silly. You know who she kind of reminds me of? Not goals-wise, but personality-wise? L'Oreal from Sacred Stones. Like, the first Fire Emblem game I ever played. They have very similar personalities, but very different goals. Alright. The next combo, she asks how he's so calm and collected all the time, to which he responds with, well, the truth is, Bernadetta, I'm not. Many nobles look down on me for being a commoner. Rather unfair, if you ask me. To which she assures him that she doesn't feel that way, and he lets off a sort of laugh. He then explains that he pictures his happy place, but uses it as a bubble and others are just around it. Aww! I love this! Oh! I totally ship them already! Like, these are great supports. I totally ship it. Right here. I would choose them as a pairing. Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing with Dorothea? Making her a grimoire? Well, she's already good at magic. So I guess I'm making her good at certain weapons too, I guess? Here. Have deep bow. What am I doing with Petra? Oh, that's right. I'm making her a Valkyrie. Well, she needs this. She needs to have good riding skill. What am I doing with Felix? Fraldarius, what am I doing with you? Mortal Savant. That's his classic class, I believe. Okay. And then Hapi, I was making a Dark Knight. So what do I need her to be good at that she's not already good at? Well, she's good at everything she needs to be good at, so I guess I was working on building up her faith.
Thanks for...
Well, faith magic. Obviously, she's never gonna have faith in Seiros. And Constance, I was going for Mortal Savant, so I guess we'll just work on her sword level. She once again thinks of a bubble and recites her happy places, then opens her eyes to find herself in check again. Checkmate, you're improving. Aww, I like it. That's so fun. Alright, so she's doing better at her visualization, but also, well, I guess she's maybe improving at chess as well during this conversation, I'm assuming. So that was a double, like, meaning that she's improving. I like that. He's really helping her to grow, and I love those sorts of supports where the characters grow together. Or receive understanding and that helps another character grow. Like, this is beautifully written. I love this so much. I am a huge fangirl of your work, okay. Let's see, I'm making him a War Master instead of War Monk. Because I wanted to do something slightly different. So I guess work on that. And Yuri's gonna be my dancer this time around, so really he can be good at whatever I want him to be good at. These dancers are good with swords.
I'm a quick study.
Swords and magic. Alright, that's all of my points. So let's start the lecture.
Let me ask you something.
Alright, ask away. I've been trying to win the heart of this girl, but none of the fancy gifts or sweet things I tell her have worked. Do you know any secret dating tricks that I can use to win her heart? Stay away from her so she can start to miss you.
That might work.
Or maybe she's just not that into you, bro.
Professor.
Sword and face skills. Oh yeah, I'm trying to make him a trickster, huh? Doing something different with him. Ooh, whose birthday? Balti! Let's have a tea party, Balti. Yes, I understand how tea parties work. None of these are teas he's particularly fond of, I don't think. So we'll just have
What's the latest, pal? Got any hot tips for making gold fast?
No, I am not a grifter. Also the fact that he, Ignatz, and Bernie don't have support as criminal. Or that Ignatz and Bernie don't- Yeah, they would be so cute! Ignatz and Bernie? So cute!
Really?
Their awkwardness together would be adorable. What am I doing?
Nonsense.
None of those seem like good answers. Training partners? I guess last battle would have been a good answer too.
That tea was delicious. Hey, think I can drink the next cup in one go?
I feel like that would be scalding and uncomfortable, Balthus. So Ignatz and Bernadetta, what would they talk about initially, I wonder?
Others is a nice change of pace. Usually I do it when I'm alone.
Like the personalities make sense,
Not
but
sure
what
I
would they
should sing with
talk
everyone.
about?
I'm not great at harmonizing.
I'd have to think about that. It just happens to be Flane's birthday on St. Kathleen Day. They do, that's right. I forgot that Bernadetta likes to paint. I know she likes to sew. I forgot that she paints. Hold on. She likes the sweet apple
I'm
tea,
honored
right?
that you invited me. You know about my favorite tea. I am moved. I am ever so grateful. Delicious.
Get this done real quick.
Huh?
Oh yeah, she likes fishing.
Lively places are my favorite. I like the monastery because there are always so many people bustling about.
Sure, I will nod to that. Do I have a gift she would like? Saving those. Here, I'll just give her a violet.
I shall take it. That tea was very delicious. Please take care, Professor.
So, with Ignatz and Bernadetta, when we talk about painting, it made me remember Ignatz's conversations with Marianne and how he helped her to realize that looking around and looking up would help her notice beautiful things like that flower when they were doing the laundry together. I don't know if you've played Three Hopes. I have not played Three Hopes yet. Like, I have it. I do have it. Like, I have the physical copy of it. I just haven't played it yet. So I really need to. Like, I've seen little bits of the story stuff, and I've heard it's pretty good, and it elaborates on some of the storyline stuff that doesn't necessarily get elaborated on in Three Houses. So I really just need to take some time to play it.
With you, we will have no troubles.
With the two of us, there is nothing to worry about.
We had a great result.
Makes a lot of stuff make sense. That's what I've been told. Like, I've had a few people tell me that. So I'm gonna need to try to make time to play it.
Got it.
So this is how it's done.
Am I making progress?
It's fun when you know it.
Gotta grasp.
Speaking of time. Yeah. I'm gonna have to jump off here, actually. I didn't have a lot of time to be live today, but I wanted to be live because I haven't been live for a little bit. But, oh, well, let me rephrase that. It puts more emphasis on some more vague things. Exactly, I've heard it, like, kind of explains some things and makes things less vague in some regards. So when I have some downtime to just play some games, I should probably just play that. So I've been trying to figure out what I want to play off stream because I've been playing a lot of Three Houses on stream. Maybe Three Hopes is the answer. But anyway, I do have to jump off here for now. I will probably be back later this week. They've been doing a lot of construction on my apartment, so it's been really noisy. So I don't know when I'll be back, but hopefully really soon. Happy to hop on and glad. Aw, well, I'm so glad I could talk to you. I really hope we get to talk some more soon. Like, I'm gonna try to be on again soon, but it's probably gonna have to be later. Like, we had rain, so the people working on our roofs weren't here today, but they're probably gonna be back once things dry out. So I'm hoping to be back at the end of the week, or if nothing else this weekend, when it's actually not noisy. But thank you for hanging out, and I really hope we get to talk again soon, and I really think that you should write your story.